trying to imagine situations in which the Trojan pig would be appropriate to use. I think a group of goblins trying to infiltrate a group of barbecue-minded villagers, who worship a pig.
Yeah, I think any swine worshippers that could work on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe we could use the Trojan pig. Doesn't have to be used against us.
No, now all I'm thinking about is in Dragonheart when he falls into the lake and it doesn't sink and he's going, shit.
Tell him not yet. I'm working on it. What is going on here? Why are you capturing the wrong screen?
Are we live?
No, not yet. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Or it might be.
Hang on.
Capturing the wrong things. Yeah, let's get in the group. This fucking thing.
No, we are not live, my serene Goldstein.
No, we're pretty close. I think it's...
So I can get one more
I
bite.
think it is going live.
Dang it!
I'm trying to get it over there now. It's not happening.
They changed that name, or I'm gonna call you Serene for the rest of the session.
Alright, I think I finally caught it. Okay. Okay, now I take you out. No, I can't. What the fuck is going on with this? Alright. Might have to do a little reverse. Alright folks, if you're joining us, sorry, I'm trying to get our stream to stay on the right thing. And it does not want to do that.
I have finished consuming my bountiful harvest.
Alright. Wow. I guess we're having all sorts of difficulties.
That is the longest stemmed wine goblet I've ever seen.
Thanks for calling me out. God, I'm getting called out a lot tonight. We haven't even started.
Hey, sometimes you feel like a nut.
No comment.
Oh man, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You broke it.
Seems like it.
should leave this. Plenty of time to get on.
Yeah.
Old Ways, Episode 9. Choices.
Yeah, it looks like it's working on the YouTube, and then, but it goes back to the whatever the other thing is you click on, not just the.
Yeah. Normally, I'm able to pull it off and it'll stay locked on, but for whatever reason, it's not. So I've had to kind of flip things around a bit. Hopefully, we are good to go now. Let me see if it does. Using the other things.
I can see it, but I keep seeing character sheets, which you are. I'm not gonna protest.
No,
if you leave them up.
that's Diane if you capture it, but I mean, she's sort of no. But I think I got it. So.
Did you say she's sort of gnome? That's racist.
Known, sort of known. Alright. Some people are still traumatized by gnomes, so just be heads up.
Gnomes are wonderful, wonderful creatures.
They can be. Treat them fairly, or you will know.
They're always ugly in video games, though.
Just watch out for the one.
In Baldur's Gate 3, they're not very attractive.
Oh. Alright.
How can you tell though?
Oh, we just lost somebody. It was Art. Art's video. Welcome to another episode of Always a Spero, episode 9, Choices. I am your humble DM Benito. I will introduce the cast now that I've got things going from our technical difficulties. Starting with Matt on the corner.
Good evening, I'm Matthew. I'm playing False Doom, the town's effectively constable and captain of the town militia.
Steph?
I'm Steph, I play Balin, the rogue who sometimes gets into things you probably shouldn't get into. Pretty much.
So we're saying sometimes now. That's what we're going with?
We'll go with.
Stop that.
Jen?
Hi, I'm Jen, and I am playing Lady Carowyn Cadell, daughter of the Lord that will hopefully someday get back on his feet, and cousin of Balin.
Okay. Tyler?
Tyler, I'm playing Tyros Roanoke, the local druid who's just trying to help out all this craziness that's going on around town lately.
Liwanika?
And I am Liwanika. I am playing Mshale, the ranger scout.
Jeremy?
I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Yedro, the blessed person that makes everybody's clothes.
The blessed tailor. Alright. Art.
I am Art. I'm playing Ash Excaligo, priest of Cross, god of protection.
With a strange backstory.
I was going to go there, but I didn't.
And to finish it off, Nate.
I'm Nate. I play Ian Spire, the bard.
Just the bard,
Lazy bard. Well, the lazy bard.
Okay, I was wondering.
We'll
I thought
keep
we moved forward. All right.
I've been kind of active.
All right.
Isn't that a tavern name?
To recap,
It should be.
our heroes were successful on two fronts. Balin led the group to Breckinvale, and they have captured Winston Jr. and found some of evidence, I think, of the town's involvement in Wellshire. So they have a prisoner, and they're going to come back and be able to figure out what was going on with that. Meanwhile, Lady Carowyn was able to defend the Black Zodiac, with the second one showing up and almost getting through the gate. Just one of her house guard was killed in the conflict, with maybe one other wounded. But on that, there was victory on two sides. Now we're all back. We're just basically finding out what will happen to Wellshire in its future, or the plans that the group wants to do. And as we do that, I will start with the group that's coming back, so we can kind of get things a little bit more of a full group session going on. Is there anything, Balin, Mshali or Ian wishes to do. Do not forget you have your two NPCs along with Winston the prisoner.
Mshale will make sure he's keeping an eye on Winston, and I will keep an eye out on our back trail to make sure that we're not being followed. I will, as we're going, I will lead the way so that I can find ways that should hopefully mitigate any trail damage, so that at night I can, or when we make camp, while camp is being made, I can go back and try to erase our trail for at least the previous couple of miles.
Assume on a very beaten path between Breckinvale and Wellshire, so that would be a waste of your energy.
All right, in that case, I'll just every so often I will stop going point, like at rest points. I will, while they're rest, I'll go back and make sure that we're not being followed, see how close people might be to us, that kind of thing, and then come back to the party. I won't get too far away, but I just want to make sure see what's coming after us.
You're pretty confident at this moment right now. Nothing was that quick in response.
Okay.
From that point, Balin, was there anything you wanted to do?
I don't know if there's anything left to do after what he's doing, so I'm probably just walking next to Winston.
Okay.
Like, you go, MJ.
All right.
You can always give him a good old fashioned gib slap every now and then.
Who, you or Winston?
Winston? I am not gib slap worthy.
Maybe.
Well, I just wanted to make sure where we were.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Jean-Francois wants to know too. Ian, is there anything you wish to do?
Oh, Ben, I got things to say about that.
You didn't say anything. You were just wondering.
Okay, as long as he didn't say anything, that's fine.
No, I'm just gonna kind of stay with the group, make sure I don't get lost.
All right. Sounds good. All right. More or less, Lady Carowin, your group has been successful. Is there anything you wish to do amongst that time?
I will want to take care of our wounded. I will, even if I'm the one doing bandaging, I'm probably gonna send Ash to go and check the Zodiacs, the runes. Make sure that he goes and checks them, because we've been busy. Even though he's our healer. Well, when he gets done with our people, then I will send him. And kind of be the I'm not the leader that's not going to be like, all right, deuces, I got to go take a bath. I want to, shake hands and pat people's shoulders and make sure everybody's mentally okay and physically okay.
Okay. All right, I will leave to the rest of the group. Thulsa, Yujiro, Ash, Tyros, anything amongst this aftermath that you guys wish to do before the other party arrives back?
How much aftermath do we have time-wise?
Just depends what you're doing. I mean, literally, this is you can decide how much time is going to be taken by your actions. Because nothing is planned.
Right, but I mean, do we have hours? Do we have days?
Yeah, you have weeks. Nothing has happened. I'm just asking you, what do you want to do after?
Well, I think at this point we need to start, or Pulse is going to start organizing the guard and a warning bell, so that if something like this comes up again, we can send out a warning and the guard will respond and post around the house in the right way to defend it. But I don't know how much time we have to set that up before the other people get back. But that's the follow-up plan of, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot and had no defense plan. So now it's time to start a defense plan.
So who are you talking to for a defense plan?
Well, right now it's just the militia, just to working on getting them to respond. We're going to set up a bell. Get the idea that if they hear the bell, then we'll come and start. Everybody's going to come to the manor house, and we'll figure out how to arrange our defenses. I'd like to start working out placements for the archers and the crossbowmen in towers and stuff.
All right, Steiner's first question to you is where are we going to get the bell?
There's no bells around town.
No.
Then we'll have to commission one, I guess. I'll talk to Lady Carowin to see if there's funds available for that.
Okay.
And would the foxes who remained in town, would they know of some old ways from our people to signal folks from afar, horns and the like, that they could just train people to blow on that would echo well enough that would solve that problem until a commission bell could be completed?
Yeah, I mean there are ways that.
Well, that may be a time shooter, but Charlie's not there to ask that. So.
No, I'm saying the foxes that are there, would they know that so they could suggest it if you're talking about how we can signal people?
Yeah, there's a normal short range from anyone having a horn or a high-pitched whistle from their lips, type of thing.
Uh-huh.
But if he's not talking area effect, there's nothing around Wellshire for that.
I was thinking more of the mountain horns like Ricola, those like echo, things like that.
Again, you guys set the town, and there was at the moment no need for it.
Okay.
Okay. Ash, Tyros, U0, anything from you guys?
Yeah, once everybody's healed and everything, I would go to Lady Carowin and say, I suggest we start clearing the path to the circle so that we don't destroy your house and all your belongings while fighting off anything that actually gets into the house. Maybe make it defensible in there, because they're obviously going to try and go through your house like this one did.
Yeah, I've thought about that, and when Balin gets back, Frank. I'll call him Frank. I like Frank. I don't like Frank. I like the name Frank.
She loves Frank.
I mean, you
And Frank
like
loves
or dislike
her.
all you want.
Anyway, I had tasked him with protecting, and I know it's just one guy, but I think his input could be helpful, because I hate to say it, he can probably think a little bit further outside the box than I can, unless you've got suggestions.
I'm thinking your parents are probably safe from everything that happens, because unfortunately they're tied to the circle. I think the bigger concern is making it so that things can't get down into the basement to the circle.
Agreed. Totally 100% agree. And a locked door won't do that.
Right. I don't know, Ben. I don't know what the layout to the house is. When somebody goes through the front door, where do they have to go to get to the basement?
Not far. There's stairs leading down.
Basically, in the door and down the stairs.
Yeah, take a look. The Manicore was pretty close. If it wasn't for Yujiro and Diana, it was one move away from getting downstairs to the circle. It's a pretty big house, but it's not an enormous castle. It's a manor house.
Yeah. So we just basically need to clear the entryway and fortify that. It's the only area of your house we really need to concern ourselves with, is that path to the basement. Are there any outside entrances to the basement, Ben? Any windows?
Why don't you both roll history checks right now?
That's to say that whatever's coming is only going to come through the front door, which is not likely.
Well, the next one is the serpent. Was that me in my
I was
history
wondering
check as
about
well?
Both of you, yes, because
Okay.
both of you are in this discussion. And the plans that are being discussed
Dirty
here.
20.
Dirty 20, nice.
Huzzah. History. 15.
Both of you are going to realize one thing kind of immediately as you were blurting out the thing about fortifying the manor house. The manor house also is supposed to be an acceptance of dignitaries from other places. So if you are to almost make it inaccessible, you are sending an impression differently to the people outside. And the area you're not at Fang's Keep, so to speak, so you're not really... It would be the wrong message to a lot of nobles, especially from Greyheim, Breckinvale,
Can't show
Hartsdale.
weakness.
They would think that you're planning more of a conquest campaign.
So maybe at very least we just clear all the nice possessions out of the entryway.
Maybe we just put more nice possessions in the entryway.
Is there outside entrances to the basement, Ben?
No.
No bulkhead, no windows.
Well, that is the actual... this place is your actual manor house. I mean, so those big windows, those are all accessible.
Okay. But those are on the ground level.
And all 3 floors. There are a lot of windows in this house.
Right. But the only way down is either through the floor or down the stairs.
As far as you know, yes.
Okay.
Ash, is there any, to your knowledge, are there any magical wards that can be placed either at when we are aware of an attack? Because I don't want to damage my townsfolk. I don't want to I don't want to hurt or give the wrong impression to dignitaries. But is there some way that we can turn on and off maybe some sort of warding on the house, on the windows, on the door?
That magic is that specific a magic is a little beyond me. Maybe if we had an arcane mage, I can do some glyphs. I'm reading it right now. I don't believe I can shut it on and off. I believe it's up. Once it's on, something turns it off.
Would you know if it got turned off?
Reading right now.
No, you're supposed to know these things now.
We do have magic users. There should be a way to magically help guard. And no,
Well, even
I
if-
am not very good at magic.
Even if that's their last thing they do before they run towards...
Yeah, I can set a glyph that will set an alarm of some sort, but it doesn't have a, don't go off if friends trigger it, don't do this. It's on until it's off. And it's expensive.
Define expensive.
Powdered diamond is required in the consumption of the spell.
How much?
200 gold piece.
I'd put it behind the door. I'd put it, at the door leading to the bottom.
Right, but every time we went over it, we would trigger it.
We just
There's no
won't go
way
down
to-
there.
Yeah, but I'd have to brief the servants.
What the hell is the servants gotta go down there for?
Right, but
I'm
we have
just
to go
saying
down
I
there.
don't want the maid with the feather duster to go and dust the door frame and get zapped.
The answer to them all is no.
But it wouldn't...
Well, the
it's
problem
been a
is
trigger warning for you guys.
we would set it off every time we went down there to look at the circle.
How-
though.
Let's say you cast it right now. How long does it last?
Until
like-
it's dispelled, until it's triggered.
So it could be months from now and it's still there. Okay.
Yes. But if any of us went downstairs to check
It
on
would
the
go
circle
out.
itself, it's not. I don't have the level of knowledge to make it so certain people can pass through it.
So let's keep that one in our pocket for now. I think Balin is due back soon. Do I know that Balin's due back soon?
Nope.
Okay. Maybe we can
Oh, wait a minute.
send a message to what's her face with Balin.
Actually, I'm sorry. I read it further. I can set it with a password.
Magdalene. Oh.
Yes. So I can set an alarm glyph that if you say the password, it won't set it off. Sorry, I was trying to read it quickly while I was doing it.
No, I get it. This I like. This I like a lot. I just don't know if we have that much in diamonds in town. And I think I'd be willing to fund that out of my family's coffers. I won't take it from the town, but I'd take it from the family. Heck, if I have to, I will happily break up any costume jewelry that I have. So, Ben, do I have $2,000 available in the family coffers?
You think so?
200.
200. I thought I wrote 2,000.
$2,000.
200.
200 gold pieces in.
What's that transferred to in gold?
Right.
200.
Do I have? I assume then that I have that in the family coffers.
You can assume.
Do I have that in the family coffers?
You have no idea. This is something you didn't choose to do.
I've been working.
Yes.
And I've been attacked, man.
I know. I feel for you, and I really do sympathize.
No, you don't.
You just asked a question, and I was like, gosh, Carowin doesn't really care about that stuff normally.
Okay. I will do the books tonight. And
if you need help going through your books, I can try and help.
Yajiro can try and help. I mean, I help run and, all the budget for being a tailor, so.
I would appreciate that because I know deep down I'm going to find problems, and I'm worried I'm going to find the worst kind of problems since when Winston and company were in charge of the books. So I would appreciate that.
Okay. Tiras, what would you like to do while they're going to apparently talk about the treasury?
So while all this has been going on, I've been doing like a movie montage of creating weapons and arming myself, taking the tail spikes from the manticore and carving them into daggers and putting little handles on them and strapping them to my legs and arms and torso and just really strapping myself up all the way to go find Pistachio.
Can you roll me an intimidation check, please? And I'm going to give it to you at advantage because you have quite literally did this in front of most of the town.
18.
Okay. Noted. Thank you. All right, you're going to go look for Pistachio now?
Yeah.
How would you like to do that?
For some reason, there's music playing in the background. So there's like badass music happening. No one knows where it's coming from.
There is a.
Yes, we do. Ian's playing it.
There's a background. There's a background band guy, but he's not with you. He's playing it for Balin right now. All right. So, how would you like to find Pistachio? Where would you like to look?
I think what I'm gonna have to do, just for the effect, really, is to just fly up as high as I can and start scouting around, looking everywhere, just like all over town. Anybody that looks sus, like they might know where a squirrel might be.
Give me an investigation check then.
Have you seen a squirrel? Yeah, there was one over there under the acorn tree.
Yeah. Hundreds
he has
of them over
armor
there.
and like a little sword. All Alright, that's an 8.
You see probably about 30 different squirrels. None of them look like Pistachio. But that's pretty much all you can tell. You just don't see him hanging around town somewhere. But we're gonna stay at that because that was pretty much most of your afternoon.
Yeah.
Lady Carowin, would you roll? What do you want you to roll? Just roll me an intelligence, please.
This ought to be fun. A 10.
Okay. When you actually go in and look for the coffers, there is only 400 gold, only coins, most of it in silver, that is in the treasury.
Great.
We're gonna be taking this out of someone's ass.
If Balin found him.
Oh, it's Balin. Of course she found him.
The shorthand is very hard for you to understand.
Ash, Ujara, what do you think of this?
Both of
So
you
just as a follow-up, how long has it been since I've been paid?
You have been paid. It hasn't been you haven't been shorted. But there's not much in there right now.
Yet.
So Yujiro and Ash, please roll me a history check. I mean, an intelligence check, please.
And Tulsa was looking to get paid.
Tulsa wants to get paid.
9.
Wow, you think the Winston shorthand sucks?
Yep, I agree. This another language? What is this, Elvish? Never mind, it can't be Elvish, because I can read Elvish.
Yeah.
And this, I can't read.
I think you can read a lot of things, and you're still like, what the frick am I... What is this?
And actually, you're right, I can read a lot of things. I can read everything, actually.
Yeah. Ash? So you're definitely seeing... You know quite a bit, but you're just like... This is something very... sketchy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
just
it is
go
math,
for what it is.
so it's a little hard. I mean, it's not a full reading from what's going on, but I will say because of your ability, you can see where some of the funds are now confirmed. There's like these weird produce buying from Breckinvale.
From Breckinvale. Alright.
Sorry, I missed everything. What happened?
I
What
need
am
you
doing?
to do an intelligence check because you're trying to read the ledger from the Winstons.
Yeah. Not really great at it.
No one else has been either, so it's all good.
Not bad, I'm just average. 15.
Okay. You can definitely, well, say definitely, you have taken some time, and it takes you a bit of time. You can definitely now see there was skimming. So there are a lot of perishable products that seem to be impossible to track that have taken 75% of the funding that's been going through Wellshire.
No.
And they've been skimming them to Breckinvale.
Well, that's the assumption from what Yujiro is assuming from what he can actually read that says something about Breckinvale produce. But there are there's some things like a tax that needed to be paid for shipping costs from boats that arrive over there, some things like that. There is some things to Greyheim and
coaches,
other towns,
basically.
but it just seems like there's a lot of weirder stuff from Breckinvale.
So it's essentially it's coded almost.
It is
It's
made
more
to
like
It is made to a shorthand that, to someone who's not reading them, like asking for an audit, that you can just almost put things in there and like show an end balance and go, well, this is how much you have, while the other stuff is just kind of like doing easy math for the skimming. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. They cook the books.
Yeah.
Embezzlement, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So,
But we don't have any. Okay. So, is the town broke?
You got 400
getting
gold.
there.
Well, that was the personal coffers for the family, right?
Yes.
That's not the town coffers.
That's still not great.
No. I'm afraid to see what the town coffers look like.
Well, you're having a feeling that to maintain the guard, the townsfolk, and all the other stuff, those are probably going to be in the normal taxation of things that are kind of going on. This would be what's the extra profit that would have is supposed to go to the Cadells. They just never got there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, do the Cadells still owe tithe to Greyheim, too?
Yes.
Was that being paid?
It's not part of this.
That would be part of the town's
Correct.
currency.
That's what I
And-
mean, as we were looking through the
I
town
mean,
stuff.
I mean, if he wasn't,
Greyheim tax auditors.
if he
No, we
wasn't
were-
paying that, we would know.
We were looking through the
Never showed up.
the family's personal accounts.
Oh, okay.
He was basically just stealing money from the family. Little weasel.
Well,
he's
let's hope he
dead
wasn't
now.
doing the same with the town.
So he was obviously. The fact that our militia is still around, he must have been paying the militia. The fact that the guardsmen were still acting on his orders, he must have been paying them. If he wasn't paying, the other city that you just said, they would have
Breckinvale.
shown up
Greyheim.
already.
Greyheim.
Greyheim.
Yeah.
So,
I do know he wasn't tithing to the church. That was something we had been having a hard time getting anything from him. So,
clearly not a believer.
well, a believer in something other than what our church shows.
Yeah, he's clearly not a man of the faith.
There is a runner that will come up to you guys and let you know that the Balin's troop has been spotted.
Fantastic. Does it look like they have a prisoner?
Yes.
Haha.
We should have them escorted right here.
We should execute him in the center of town.
We need information from him first.
Yeah, agreed.
And
Sorry
then
to
we could
disappoint.
execute him in the center of town.
All right. Well, you want to tell Thulsa to go get him, or what do you want to do?
Well, Thulsa's not around, and he's in this immediate vicinity. Unless that really was him in the vicinity going, am I going to get paid? No, I'll send you Jaro.
Okay.
The tailor.
And we should ask the runner to find. Also.
Okay.
The tailor is a man of many skills now.
That's actually a great idea. And I'll out of my own pouch, I will pull a gold piece out and hand it to the boy and say, "Go find Captain Thulsa and bring him here, please. He's not terribly busy."
Sure. It's not too long, Thulsa. There's a young man who goes, the lady would like you to make yourself present. Your lips are moving, but I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, sir.
Just warming them up.
Oh, very good, sir. I get it.
Well,
what time of day?
Okay then.
What's
Late
the
afternoon,
general-
about 2.
So, at this point, we've gotten through the aftermath of the spike tail, right? I mean, that's kind of calmed down, and we're into kind of normal daily stuff.
Yes, been cleanup more or less.
Okay. So I will make sure Yolan is aware that I'm headed to the manor house. I assume that's where I'm going. I can
Yes.
check with the runner.
But Yolan is amongst one of the people that are in the infirmary.
Right. So, I mean, he got some healing and he's out of danger, but he's
Yes.
still injured, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I just want to make him aware where I'm stepping away from the town, what's going on. I'm going to the manor.
Okay.
I'll have other people that need information or decisions to follow up with him in the infirmary. Keep him in the loop and keep him aware of what's going on.
Will do.
And then I'll head on over to the manor house.
Okay. Doesn't take you long. You weren't too far off. So, you arrive.
So while it's just me and Lady Carowin, I want to ask her, while we got rid of the bloodthirsty guy, what do you want to do with him when we get Junior back?
oh, I thought you meant the bloodthirsty guy.
No, Junior. I don't think
Well-
execution is such a good idea.
He definitively needs to be interrogated.
That's easy. I have a spell for that.
I would prefer to put him on trial. There's enough heartache going on in this town, and from what I gathered when I first arrived back in town, that as far as most of the town knew, everything was running smoothly under him and his father. I don't want hate and discontent just because I'm the new kid in the block, even though I'm the old kid on the block. I want a trial.
Could we maybe pin all of the problems on his father and do a catch and release with Junior and see what comes of it?
I think
That's
that
some-
would be bad. Are we there yet?
Nope.
No,
Dang it.
it's literally
I know.
just me and her. That's why we're
Sucks being broken apart, don't it?
That's, I think, a possibility, but it's something I think we all need to consider long and hard, because I don't want him to slip his leash.
The problem is we don't know who his secret masters are. And if we let on that we know there are secret masters, he'll hide them even more. So it's almost better to play stupid in this case, that we don't know that, obviously it was his father who sacrificed himself for this massive spell and such things. The more information we give them, the more they can use against us and use themselves.
That's... I like your thinking, but I think in order for that to work, we literally have to put somebody on him. Like, because he will try to escape, and we'd have to put somebody on him to follow him. I can't hear you.
Oh, we lost you.
Nope, we lost you, Art.
Yep, you're muted.
Sorry, folks.
I saw
We'll
the
get a little
hands
bit-
and then the
He'll be
poor
back.
guy.
All right. Meanwhile, Yujiro, you will arrive to Balin.
So look what we got.
I mean, I want to. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you guys because you guys are gonna say no too. So let's just get them over to Caro. And
What are you hiding from us?
well, I wanted to publicly execute him because it just takes resources to keep someone as conniving as this weasel alive.
Who said that's not still happening?
Well, Carolyn doesn't really want it to happen like that. So
No, Karen doesn't want it to happen. Yeah, whatever. Let's go. And you, Karen, whatever.
I'm sorry.
She's just tired. It's been a long journey back. She
I
needs
am
a
not
couple
tired.
hours sleep. She'll be fine.
And Sally just kind of looks and quietly follows her lead.
You know,
As
you
they-
look just as tired as I do sleeping next to Magdalene, alright? So you know what? Shush.
You are correct.
as they walk past me, can I like backhand Gibbs slap this dude?
Yeah, no one's defending him.
Sweet.
You will pay for that, Taylor.
I simply glower at him and want to scare him into being very silent and apologize.
Roll an intimidation.
Dirty 20.
He shuts up.
As I thought.
All right.
And then we continue to move.
Thulsa.
I also do want to say we are happy to have you all back. Obviously, we weren't sure when the next threat was going to come, and it's good to it's good to have people we can rely on back.
Of course we would return.
You're welcome. I keep walking.
All right. The band just moses on by. Tolson, you have now showed up to Carowin before the regular Balin's party shows up. No, we can't hear you. You guys are all being muted.
Lady Carolyn, Ash, I heard you wanted me to stop by.
Those, yeah.
Yeah.
Balin is about to arrive. They appear to have a prisoner. One, I need somewhere to put him to remain, so that hopefully he remains a prisoner. Two, we're going to need to interrogate him. What's your take?
We could put him in the jail cell.
Well, that I figured. It was the interrogation part I was mostly...
Well, what kind of interrogation do you want to do?
Thulsa, I've not been around for a while, and I admit that, and I acknowledge that. How... I need to know how well liked was he in town. I don't want to cause an uproar.
Well, you remember the attitude he had when you left? It ain't changed.
The attitude I had from him, or
His attitude, his
Okay.
behavior, and the way he acted hadn't changed since you left. So, well liked? No. lacked sometimes when he was spending the money. But he's the right gift.
My family's money. Okay, good. I just didn't want to be the subject of a lynching because he had too many allies in town.
Well, he's got allies, that's for sure. But I don't know who they are. Not all of them.
That's why we should be careful with whatever we do with him. Not just for the perception from outside of town, but inside of town. Might be best to blame all this skimming on his dad. Just let him be the.
Well, we don't have to.
Jerk.
We don't have to necessarily bring the skimming of my family my family's money up right away. But just the fact that his father lies dead and he disappeared, I would say, Tulsa, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that make him a suspect?
Nope.
No?
Nope. That makes him afraid of his life and your food.
I'm trying to find a good excuse.
We also got to be careful of bringing up that his father is dead in the basement, because then he could say, "You did it to get rid of them, like Tulsa said, as part of the coup." I think it's better to say that his father was caught skimming the books and took his life rather than turn in, and his son ran away out of fear for being punished.
I just want to find the correct charges that he actually has, that we actually suspect him of doing, to put him in jail. Because again, I don't want there to be a question of why we're putting him in the jail cell. I want there to be a reason that the people understand.
Technically, you can't bring charges against him.
Why can't she?
Because the Lord and Lady are still alive, and she ain't the ruler of the town. You would have to petition the Greyhound to send an inquisitor.
I think in this case, without an inquisitor present or any other official representative, and the official representative's either dead or fled the town, then it would fall to her hand to handle all family business.
Well, no. Technically, it falls to the Council of Lords, who appointed Lord Cadell to the rulership of the town. Since Lord Cadell is still alive, it would have fallen to the steward. But since the steward is not available, the petition would have to go back up to Greyheim for justice.
And the Lord is incapacitated, therefore leaving the family to take care of business.
That's not how it works.
But it's an extraordinary circumstance.
Would I not be considered the Lady Pro Tem?
Both of you can all give me history checks.
Oh, I'm absolutely trying to bend the rules. I know it. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
18.
All right. What Tulsa is telling you is actually not far. Really is pretty accurate in a lot of senses, because they would have to feel that Carowin is competent in succession, because you're not kings. So, and in truth, there's a bit of rulership chain all the way into Khazgoroth with Greyheim even. So there's even another petition ladder farther up to that. Yes, you can, if you wish to bend the rules, you can make decisions going at, but just know if there is a grievance towards you, it would have legitimate status.
There is a loophole.
What's the loophole?
Please, by all means.
You have a Greystoke in town.
I was going to go there, that we could actually ask Diana to maybe put out the bounties for Junior?
Well, technically, she could pass judgment.
Well,
If you can trace her back to a descendant.
correct. And once again, though, you would be putting her in a lot more position of power.
I think it's just easier to say that in a time of crisis, the daughter took over and did what was needed.
Well, problem with that is that the steward was running the town quite a bit, throwing around his power and throwing around his money. And Junior, living high off that hog, and also, tapping into that power his father was wielding. So if you start going around and accusing his father of doing things, then everybody that his father was paying off is going to support his son.
So that's a good point.
Tyros, at this time, you see the band coming back because you've been flying around.
All right, I'm gonna fly down to the group and ask if anyone's seen Pistachio. Just like right down into the center of the group and just, has anyone seen Pistachio?
Jean-Francois goes, a little tiny nut.
Not the nut. My squirrel friend with the little armor, the little sword, the little shield.
A Pacific squirrel?
Yeah, he's a squirrel, but he's also got on armor. You'd know him if you saw him.
Then no, we've just come from Breckinvale. Why you seek this squirrel?
He's my friend. He's missing. It's a long story.
You like squirrels as friends?
Yeah, when he wears armor and talks, and he's not your average squirrel. It's a whole thing.
Sure. He looks at Magnum.
It's a secret squirrel. Did you fly down as a bird?
Nope.
And you just flew down in elf form, right?
I've got winged boots.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you were changed and did that. I was like, why is this bird talking to us? All right.
Winged boots, zooming all over the place.
Fair enough.
Looking for Pistachio. Is Diana with this group then?
No.
I think I might need to go find Diana. She might know something about Pistachio's whereabouts.
Do you take off flying again?
Yeah. I'm gonna take off again and look for Brock and Diana, whichever one I can find first. If I can find Brock, I'm gonna send him to go also look for Pistachio. Same goes for Andar.
Brock,
As you take off, I go, good luck finding your nuts.
Brock has been looking with you. He told you he cannot find him. He also did what he had done this flying around looking as you have now later done. And neither one of you have seen him in the area.
Wait a minute, you're entrusting an owl to search for a squirrel.
He's all right.
He's lunch.
On one of his talons is the little helmet.
Yeah. No.
Brock, did you eat Pistachio?
Who, me?
Ooh, oh, wow, nice one. Jean-Francois will look at you, Ian, and go, what? What is that?
Crazy half-elf?
Yes, crazy.
He who talks with squirrels. Just leave it at that.
Apparently. All right.
As we're walking back, I'll keep my eye out for Pistachio. I don't know if I'll find him, but
Roll a perception.
Perception or survival? Because for me, I'm thinking it's no. I'll just find every squirrel if I do that.
Yep.
Perception it is.
Because you're looking for a Pacific squirrel.
That's going to be 16.
You do not see.
A dapper and well-dressed squirrel, but a specific one.
Yeah, you do not see a dapper, well-dressed squirrel indeed.
You see one squirrel with a lot of blood in it.
Alright.
We're not sure why.
No.
You do see squirrels, so it's not like it is a squirrel-free zone. But you don't see that one.
Okay.
And you know that squirrel pretty well, so.
All right. I lean into Balin and I say, maybe if we made a little helmet, put it on him, he won't know.
Let me do that.
I joke.
All right.
Better than last joke. I'll keep trying.
So, if you really want this to go smooth, you're going to have to do what you didn't want to do and haven't done yet. And that's get the whole town together and explain to them what happened, what's going on, and senior and junior's role in it.
Are we arriving as we hear that, or we're not there yet? We did not hear
You're
that.
in front of the estate. They're
You
still
really have stuff you want to say, don't you, Lee?
He does.
I'm dying over here. I am dying. Lewanika is dying.
Oh, split parties, man. Suck.
We should keep having a conversation to drive Lee nuts.
No?
Yes, Art, that's exactly what you should do.
Hey, you're not running one of my games.
One of the guards will tell. One of the guards will tell you that they're here. They're out front.
So we're outside the manor. Does it look like way more beat up than it did the last time we were here?
Yes. Well, definitely in the front door. The door's still broken. Like
I'm
there's
gonna turn to
people.
Yandra and be like, "Hey, what happened to the front of the manor?"
Well,
We'd also be
Basilisk crashed through it,
Oh, what?
but no worries. We killed it. We managed to kill it.
You said a basilisk came barreling through the front of the manor.
Correction, a manicore.
Oh, sorry, manor.
Oh.
Who did you piss
Manticore.
off now?
So I wish it was just that. But turns out while you guys were gone, the next seal decided it was time to break.
Oh. Wow, we missed a lot.
Is
Yeah, we had a blast while you guys were gone. Yeah,
Magna, is anybody?
we're still
Is everybody alive?
The 5 of us should go on more hikes.
cleaning up after the party.
Did everyone fare okay?
Most everyone. We did unfortunately lose one.
Where's Carolyn?
Where's your brother?
Who was lost?
Where's anyone?
So we did almost lose my brother. Luckily we didn't. But we did lose one of the other guards.
Where's my brother?
Where's my cousin? You're kind of slacking here.
So your cousin is still alive for now. She's inside the manor.
Okay. Well, I'm going inside. You all figure this out.
All right.
Wait, who's Ian's brother?
I take Winston with me, and I will follow into the manor.
I don't think Ian has a brother.
Yeah, I didn't think Ian had a brother. He's got a mother and a father.
Yeah, he's playing with you.
No, Ken, you can't have the biscuits.
What?
Kitten
Is
is
that a
trying
code phrase or something?
to eat the biscuits.
Eat the biscuits. All right. So now more or less the whole party is together except Tyros is looking. Well, Tyros, where would you like to try to find Diana? Where do you think she is?
No idea. Maybe near the edge of town. I think is where I last saw her.
You're not sure. You keep taking off all over the place, so yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it back. You saw her near the manor.
Mm.
Remember, she's the one that helped stop the Manticore.
Right. Yeah. So all right.
But
Back
she
to the
could have
manor.
left.
She could have left. In and around the manor.
All right. As you head back to the manor, you will just come in as the group has all got in and now are all barging in on Carowin.
I bind Winston's mouth so he can't speak. He's
Okay.
dead.
He still can't walk, right, Winston? Because I slashed his knee.
Yeah, he's definitely messed up, and everyone keeps
Okay.
slapping him in the back of the head.
Add concussion to his list of injuries.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a long-term injury. He won't even feel that bad yet.
Alright. So where is Carowin in?
I assume in the dining hall or whatever. If that's where everyone seemed to be chit-chatting.
I know
Where are you, Carowin? Because I know we were going over the funds in the vault, and then I'm not sure if you left from there when I left.
I think we probably would have moved to the kitchen while we were talking.
Yeah, slowly.
Dining.
The three of us.
Kitchen. I guess they're in the kitchen.
Dining.
Oh,
dining
I will
room,
have-
I meant, sorry.
Yadro will have said that. They're in the
Okay.
dining room.
So we'll go to the dining room, and Solly will look to see if there's any of those fancy honey rolls that they have.
Buttered biscuits are the best.
No, I'm done with biscuits and you. I was looking for the honey rolls. You've ruined biscuits for me.
As of 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're dead to me. I can't.
Also, you know why I didn't necessarily want to announce everything. I did not want mass panic. But if that's your counsel,
It's not my counsel. I'm just telling you the lay of the land here. You can't speak bad about senior and junior without everybody knowing why you're speaking bad about them. Because if you don't bring up what's going on, then they're just going to assume you're taking power.
right, and I want to avoid that. But like I said, I want to avoid panic. But at the same time, maybe it would be better to get people out of town if we've got animals like what we just dealt with coming into town because of this.
You mean like 11 more?
Yeah, something like.
The next few weeks, yeah. No, we probably shouldn't tell anybody about those coming. That
Lady
was
Carolyn?
I was gonna say, was that sarcasm?
Lady Carolyn?
You suggest we abandon the town?
The people of Alanis know they're dangerous.
Like warn them.
They know
Say
they're
what?
dangerous. As dangerous as things may be here in this town, it's more dangerous out of this town. Was what I just said heard? Or
Yes.
was I not?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think
Well,
you
do
should.
we have to tell the town anything yet? We haven't even talked to Winston and asked him. This is Stephanie asking. We haven't even questioned him yet. So
Yeah,
this
you
is
guys have a
Jen.
lot of intel that has not even been put on the table, so it's up to you guys.
This is Jen answering, and honestly, Carowin just gave a speech a couple of days ago, right before we were attacked by the Manticore, in public, saying that this thing is coming. So the townsfolk have to know something's up.
okay, but they don't know right now that it's happening, let alone what we're going to talk to Winston about. So let's do that now.
I agree that the interrogation should happen.
We
I
should
just
hold
don't-
an inquisition.
You never expect this for the Inquisition.
Why not
Yeah.
just follow the actual chain? Send for an inquisitor from Greyheim. Perhaps we can actually build better bonds with Greyheim by doing so.
Are we there? Like, all of us together now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
He kind of walked in on a conversation.
So what's your guys' biggest concern? We have no idea what you were just talking about. We have Winston Jr. here. What's the
Yep.
issue?
That's our biggest concern.
Okay, so let's just start talk. Let's ask him questions. Winston, what the fuck?
You gotta take that thing off his mouth first.
I take it out of his mouth.
You're so fucking dead, guys. That's what's fucking up.
Coming from a guy that just got taken away from his protection and is sitting kind of beat up right now. Yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, they're coming for me. You wait, Balin.
Who's they?
People who I work for.
I
Can you
suggest
guys hear
you
me?
tell us who they are,
Yes.
or they're going to be coming
Good.
for
I cast Zone of
someone
Truth.
who's
What is the difficulty?
not good.
He cannot willingly speak a lie unless he passes a wisdom save of DC 15.
15.
Sorry, I've been in and out. I can't even
Yeah,
get 5
you're
minutes
good.
with this.
You're good. All right, you know that Winston passed.
Oh,
No, every
You're
time
what?
he goes to lie.
he passed the zone of truth. Save.
He passes the truth save.
Oh, okay. I'm not worried about. I'm just
But-
saying, like you.
First
Everybody-
time I turn-
everybody in the
turn it,
room-
just make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, everybody in the room has to make a save.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell any lies. We're okay.
Yeah, it's
Charisma
a
or
charisma
wisdom?
save.
Oh,
Charisma.
charisma. That's a lot. Hold on.
A
A
charisma
failed
save.
A creature can't speak a deliberate
Please,
lie
Lord.
while within the radius.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
You pass.
I got a 10,
You fail.
but I didn't intend to lie anyway.
That's cool.
I have a 12.
I
You
got a
fail.
25.
Pass.
Yeah, 5.
Fail.
Can someone
Yeah, I know
refresh
who
my
fails and
memory
who
what
doesn't
this
do,
is gonna force me to say, or how that's gonna work?
You basically have to speak
But it says it-
truthfully.
Until the
Okay.
spell
Can't
ends,
lie.
a creature that enters its realm.
I will look at him and say, "I have no problem. I will kill you if you do
I
not tell us
suppose it
what's
only has
coming
the
for
one
you.
save.
You won't live
so.
long enough
Yeah.
for them to get here."
You can not answer the question if you want to lie too.
That's
you
right.
know you're under the spell.
Yes, and you know who's under the spell as well.
Right. So who
I
passed
think
the saving
Art
throw?
might be here, but he's not showing up to me at all.
I just if it was a 15.
15.
So Thulsa, she's rolled it. Thulsa passed, Carowin passed, Ian passed, whoops. We said charisma save?
Yajiro failed.
I failed.
Yeah, they failed.
Do I need to roll?
If you're in the room, yes.
What am I rolling?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Save.
I don't think you're there because you said you were looking for
Yeah.
Well,
Diana.
he could have I told him he could have followed the group. Jean-Francois and Magdalene also failed. Just for the record.
How about Junior? Did he succeed?
Junior succeeded.
No, well he's the only one that matters, so it doesn't really matter.
Hey Ben, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts and probe deeper.
What is
You
your
guys
difficulty?
Make a Wisdom save 14.
Wisdom
See what
save
he's thinking
14.
for the next minute.
He's a block wall, man. You're not getting through.
Damn.
You know he feels
Um,
pretty. He's scared. You get the tech thoughts. He's scared, but
Okay.
you feel like you are getting the impression he has ties. Like he fully believes he's not alone in this. He doesn't feel isolated.
Okay.
To be honest, Carowin probably would have done the same thing with Detect Thoughts.
But
Okay.
you didn't say it.
I know,
Yeah, you didn't
and I'm
say
saying it now. Regardless of whether, he did it or not, she wouldn't have known that he tried to cast it, so...
Same thing. You feel that You know he's scared, but he feels confident enough in staying out of whatever information intel you're trying to get so far.
Hey, Benny, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we learned, when we overheard him talking to the other guy in the room, that he did kill his dad and stuff like that, right?
What you heard in that room is what you heard, yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we start there? Alright, we already know you killed your dad. What else do you want to tell us?
I did nothing.
Hey,
We heard you.
hey, Ben.
Yes.
I apologize. I was having some system issues. I don't know who heard what. I know Jeremy could see and hear me through all that, but I had actually said something a little while ago. I didn't know if that had come up with Winston, because once you said that I was forced to tell the truth, I gave him. Okay, you did hear that?
I heard it, but again, everyone's kind of bombarding him with stuff right now, so he's just
Okay,
kind of he's playing. He passed, so he doesn't have to tell the truth. So he's playing cool.
Right. I was going for the intimidation thing, regardless of the truth
Yes.
stuff.
But only
I
Carowin and Ian have mental capacities, so they've got that. They're the ones that only get that first initial read, and Ash is the only one who knows from the spell who's telling the truth and not. But yeah, you came on strong, but he's not like he's tied up. He can't go anywhere. It's not doing anything else. But again, you feel like he's scared though. You've already been punishing him, intimidation wise, mentally.
Yep.
So you know he's frightened, but he's just not willing to talk.
So he's probably more scared of whoever's coming after than us.
Well, and since she failed the truth spell, Magdalene go, well, I mean, if you want information, we might want to discuss first what we know before our evidence before we actually interrogate a witness. That way, it's harder for him to back out of his information. At least that's what I do when I hunt somebody.
Alright, gag him and let's talk.
Okay, you got it back.
That's what I thought we would do.
He's dead.
Send him in the cell and put him in the cell and put as many guards as we can on him.
All right, number of
Just
guards
leave
will
him
come
in
in.
the corner so he knows what we know.
Is there a specific answer
No.
to the question that we want from him?
Well, Magdalene goes, he's connected to Breckinvale. When we went into Breckinvale, he was connected. We found him in a rose tower, which is not good.
So that's why there was those produce payments to Breckinvale.
I assume.
I think I need to go with Winston and keep an eye on him. I'll go put him in the jail cell.
Okay.
That was more of a comment toward Carowin and Ash, since they
Right.
were in the room when we were talking about that.
Right. That's where the money was going, obviously. So, Magdalene, why is it bad that he was in a Rose's tower?
Well, she
Any
she
more
failed.
specifically than
Well, we Roses are sort of military powers in town, so we can affect the way the town can go with our capacities and spells. So he apparently was with a Red Rose, and we caught him in discussions there, and he seems to have connections with the commander of the town. But we hadn't gone that far. We just went and kind of grabbed him when we kind of did all that, and I'm really sorry that I kind of helped kill people when I was working as a Red Rose. I don't know why I said that, but I just had to say it.
Nah, we all have a past, don't worry.
We don't all have a past where we murdered people.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that I'm more cultured than you.
You call murder culture?
It was a bad time.
Yeah.
I do admit that. I'm sorry.
What kind of people are we working with here?
You're working with one of the finest women to ever walk this earth. That's who you're working with.
Slow your roll, Charlotte.
Hey, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have gotten him.
Cool down your loins. We're talking
My
murder
loins are
is
cool.
perfectly okay. I don't think we've reached that point yet.
My loins are cool. These breathe quite well.
He knows that he made them, but if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have gotten Winston.
Why would I
Jr.,
have
so.
said that?
Anyway,
He's still zone of truth. He's just letting it out.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I know. I'm sorry. Ash is having some thoughts going on right now. But
Yeah, Lewanika knows that, but Mshale responds to things when they're spoken to him. So he actually would typically answer any question or statement made to him. So because he can't lie, he would actually respond to these things, even though he doesn't necessarily have to respond, because he doesn't understand these things very well. So he wouldn't like to speak.
So what questions do we want real answers from Winston for?
Who he's working for,
Yeah.
what their plan is.
Where my squirrel is.
That is not really that important. But certainly what their next step is.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Winston.
he's at the cell right now. So right
Yeah.
now, this right now is your time to come up with a formulated plan, review evidence. Since you kind of like take a lawyer approach to what do you guys know. So again, you do have some ideas, but one of the things I suggest is the fact that you might want to collaborate on. Remember, you had a couple sessions in Breckinvale. Some of you had things going on with the Zodiac thing, which is where your part is and what you had to deal with, the finding the ledge and stuff. But Breckinvale actually had some answers. So Balin's troop does, if they can remember their notes, if they took any, or part.
Look at it.
Look at it. So might want to talk to Balin about what they found out. Ian was also tromping around pretty arm-heavy with Magdalene. Maybe they found something. The group did split up. None of you guys actually asked what each other found, except the fact that when you guys kind of came together, you found Winston in the Rose Tower. But there was a whole new town for you guys to kind of understand.
Alright, since we're all together, I'm just gonna look at everybody, just eyes glancing over everybody. Alright, fill me in on what we're working with here, so I can attempt to coax Winston into revealing what's next.
Jean-Francois goes, "Why is the tailor so persuasive? I must know this thing."
We can have a conversation about it later, Francois.
That is good.
I lean over to Francois like, he wants Carolyn also, so you better step up your game.
Lady Carolyn, I want you to know, I rescued your cousin. If it was not for my daring arrival, they will all be dead. Even Winston.
Gadro will just laugh.
Didn't you only kill like 7 dogs?
I killed many men that were shooting at you, but you were hiding, remember?
That's true, I was in the back.
But I was in the front. Well, I came from the street. And
you killed a bunch of dogs?
Francois, you killed puppies?
Well, they were attacking your cousin. They were
They
were mean dogs.
They were more like mutant puppies, like the kind that worse than the runt of the litter you wouldn't want. So
you mean like German shepherds? They were just normal big dogs?
I am not a dog person,
What's German?
but these were very big. They were very big dogs.
I'm sorry. Greyheim shepherds?
Shepherds. Way to backtrack on that, Jeremy. You're making canon as we speak. They were big dogs. I will tell you, there were many of them too. They bit him shyly. They're not nice dogs.
Alright, moral is bad dogs. Moving on. One of the biggest things though is they have a manor that looks just like ours.
I mean, isn't this type of construction for a manor typical for most of these towns?
No. I'm talking about almost identical to ours.
Huh.
So why would they want a replica of the Cadell Manor?
How?
Were you guys able to get inside it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got inside it. That's
Was there a room like the Cadell Manor has a room with a symbol circle in it?
As I check my notes, hold on. Not kidding, check my notes. Anyone else remember?
I didn't go in it.
I don't recall.
Well, and Charlotte, that's what happens when you're looking at someone's ass and not the floor. God damn it.
Was that said in game?
Yep.
Yes.
Circle the truth.
I was looking at her eyes.
I'm not mad. I do a lot of slots. It's fine. I can't remember if there was a symbol.
You didn't go in.
I don't think we got anywhere near that. To be honest
You scoped the fact that the similar access points, it was that identical. You could have got in if you wanted to, but you found out that was where the commander was, and didn't chance it. You guys were kind of perimeter, and then it was Ian and Magdalene who found your contact.
Right.
Yeah, I only remember going to the 2 taverns, around the town once, and then the tower.
I walked around the town to find the same manor that looks like ours. The prison that was next door has a bunch of dogs. We don't like the dogs.
Breckinvale mutts.
Apparently they have a really good bakery, so I've heard. They have a lot of reviews.
And Charlie's asking Magdalene, would that be the kind of thing they would do to practice future attack?
That's an expensive practice, in my view. There's some type of tie going on. Remember, I hate to bring up my people, my old service before, but I can't seem to stop talking about it. When roses are involved, it is part of the dark arcana of the magics that is part of what we are with silk sometimes. And the fabrications of that moving forward means there is a much more magically inclined reasoning behind it. But we didn't investigate. I didn't investigate the tower because remember, Charles knew me, so I didn't want to go that far.
Well, we kind of blew up part of that area anyway.
So we should be asking him what he knows of the mystical connections.
He probably doesn't know anything. He's a puppet. The only thing we can try to figure out is who he maybe overheard at one point or another. The rest of that, we probably need to go back to Breckinvale and find out.
Well, he's clearly the mule of some kind because he's very much not smart enough to do anything. He'll do what he's told, but he can't come up with any... I highly doubt he was the one to think of killing his dad. So he's just the go-between. So whoever he answers to, that's...
What if we can he be... Is he responsible for the attack on Thomas and the kidnapping of Thomas? Is he responsible for is he responsible for letting people in to harm Lady Carowin's family? Can he be held responsible for any of those things?
Well, so he's the one who gave the order to those are like first day notes. Winston the Younger sent Thomas and the rider to go scout for the goblins, I think they were, and the riders left him.
Hey Magdalene, who was the guy in the room with Thomas before he disappeared? Because I thought you knew him.
I do know him. He was a former associate when I was in Ashton City. His name... As I scroll back... His name is Charles Trugust. He is one of the Red Roses. And I know he has ties and contacts in Ashton City.
Does Charles seem more of a top tier kind of guy, or more of a lowly pawn doing what is told kind of guy?
He was one that directed me in Ashton City for our cruel endeavors.
So he might not be the main guy, but he knows what's going on at least. So
He does have contacts with the Roses and Ashton City for sure. But as do I.
Would he be smart enough to have come up with these runes around the whole keep? Not just the one that has Senior, but...
No. Which is why I'm assuming, from my investigation, that there are higher powers at work here. But I don't think this Winston Jr. is much more than just a link to the COD, which brought us to what I already think he already did, which was what we started finding in Breckinvale. I think we want to try to push Charles. We could, but it's dangerous. But we also didn't come up with anything about Commander Caspian. He could have even more, because if Breckinvale has a similar estate, plus they sent guards on us when we tried to leave the tower, means something is connected.
Hey, Ian, who's the contact that you made? You said that you made at the tavern.
I don't know if I ever caught his name.
Magnum goes, he was kind of working on, I have to say it, I just can't seem to work around these words. But he wasn't very nice to Ian right off the bat because of his singing was kind of bad.
Yeah, he didn't like me.
I think he liked you, he just was very critically harsh on him.
Most people are, it's okay.
There's nothing new, so carry on.
He was a halfling.
I don't have his name written down, so I'll have to look.
Well, what was he to you, or what did he say, or anything other than the name we can't remember?
He was part of the order. He was doing something in town, and he couldn't say much because he probably wasn't going to be there long.
Yeah, Jean-Paul said, "We of the Society of Oaths are not allowed to tell that we are part of the connection. I probably should not have spoken at this moment."
Yes! Sorry. That's a wee one make you happy.
Did he say wolves or oaths?
Oh,
Wolves. He said wolves. He said wolves.
oh.
Wolves. No, it was wolves.
No,
Definitely wolves.
I said oaths. No, I should definitely not be speaking again. I'll be quiet now. But I want to profess myself to Lady Carol.
You failed that check.
I really...
You know, Carolyn loves the sound of your voice. You can just keep talking.
Oh, does she really
Take it
like
to the
that?
bedroom.
Oh, well, if you want me to confess many things to the bedroom, Lady Carolyn, I am at your service. I am a great hero for you.
I
lean over to Carolyn and just be like, take one for the team.
And do what?
Magdalene goes, I think that would be just revealing more of us, though, Balin.
Well, you know what? I've had a stressful day. I would like some enlightenment, so...
Fair. It's fair.
Then you take one
No.
for the team. Whoa.
Oh, Charlie, are you okay there, buddy?
I am fine.
Careful.
You got very protective for a second there.
That's what I do. I put that.
I'm good at this. I'm good at medicine. I'm good at hunting. I'm good at meat making. I'm good at secrets. I'm good at shooting things with my bow.
So,
So maybe somebody can read that better than I can. but I do recall that before we went into the room to capture him, he did admit a few things. I know one of them was killing his dad. I cannot recall the other ones. Does anyone have those notes? Maybe Lady Balin has that.
Lady Balin did not master in taking notes as a kid.
So it's the sending Tomas pretty much by himself to go fight a whole bunch of goblins. It's the killing of his father and all the runes all over the damn place.
Which wasn't he in the process of being moved somewhere else?
I would ask him if he has overheard his father speak to their bosses, or overheard his father talking about plans for the Wellshire. He may not know all the bigger plans, but he might know individual plans. Isolate so and so, get rid of such and such, get them out of these meetings, keeping people out. He could probably reveal who was loyal to his father versus not loyal to his father. He could basically reveal pieces of the Wellshire cabal.
The only other thing that I've got for notes-wise myself on him and his father is skimming money out of the private coffers. And you guys who have been gone, yeah, we took care of the basilisk. What else happened? Some chick is here to try to take Ash from us.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like a baby
yeah.
chicken?
There's
Nah.
a woman here trying to take Ash.
Of course, she did help save the town from the basilisk, but she's trying to take him to the take him to save town. Take him to to save the town. Something about a noble birth or a mysterious birth. And apparently the land is dark and seeks the blood of a noble or mysterious birth.
So they're gonna sacrifice him?
Potentially.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Well, we might have one later, depending on how Thomas behaves.
Or that is
Thomas?
not a sacrifice.
Tom,
I
not
mean-
Thomas.
Wow.
Junior.
Damn it, Thomas!
Exactly. Like, I didn't question anything.
We should ask how long they've been in league with Breckinvale.
For a while.
We need to know how long.
For a while. Like,
Well, I
longer
mean,
than before Lady Carowin and Balin have come back.
Right,
Oh.
but getting details. Knowing if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years can be important. If they've been in league with this other city working against us instead of working for us, that will help.
well, Ash, you've been really quiet. Do you remember? Sorry, Ben. Do you remember how far back in the books it seemed like the skimming was happening?
It is correct. It is before your time returning.
Well, I meant
I
Prior
can
to
guarantee
that.
a year.
Ash will say that it is basically since he's been nominated as steward.
which
So-
happened when I was a child.
So he has been in contact or in service with these people for a long, long time.
You know, I wonder if that someone bribed Winston to take out his dad so that way he could get higher in some form. Because why would he want to kill his dad? Like, honestly.
He's a greedy little prick.
I'm gonna have.
Not only that, but didn't
I'm a
he
greedy
sacrifice
person, but I don't need to kill my
Winston?
parents.
Hold on.
Granted, they're already dead.
Lady Carowin and Lady Balin, you both can roll an insight check at advantage because you've grown up more or less with Winston.
Mhm.
Insight, you said?
Correct.
Nope. I got a 6 and I got a 2 and I got a -1. So
Wow.
I don't
25.
know.
It must be the presence of Jean-Francois. Balin, you've seen the dynamics of this for a while. Winston he's just not a planner. Like, you know that Winston Sr. has been more frustrated with Junior, like trying to get him to do a lot more accomplished tasks. He's just not patient enough. He's a lot of similarities, weirdly enough, like Thomas. Like, he has a lot of heart to go get things, but meticulous things of detail, lying properly, covering ass, they're just not strong traits of him. And you've known that Winston Sr. used him, for the lot more lower end things. So for him to even have the gall to stab his father, he might have said he admitted to that part of it, but that might have been a metaphor to something else of the event that had taken place. And you just kind of have a sense that there are bigger people around. But now, with the things that are already showing with your allies, who you're connected with, there are definitely much more capable individuals. You guys have just never had to look. You were never in position of power, neither was your cousin, and that would make anyone who wanted to come in and out, especially with paid off guard, and you know that many of the guard, even under Thulsa, are on the take. So if all these people were like that, and you didn't have to do so, imagine someone who did do so, could just move in and out, set a scene, set an encounter, do whatever like that. And Winston, although Junior tried, it doesn't mean he was capable. Like, you just know that. He's much more of that, as Thulsa said, he much more just took the money and played with it and had fun with his position, but he definitely wasn't mature enough to come up with anything that would make him a big player in the town. So if you were to take him to court, if that's what the people are talking about going to that, it would be a very comical show in a lot of essence. It depends on how you want to weigh it. It could be a lot of pro, it could be a lot of con, but it's going to bring up a lot of dirty laundry that you think that no one is even aware of. This is all shit that you grew up learning to do after you left. Like, this is the playground that you would think of someone like this, be like, hey, when you work in the shadows, nothing comes to light. Common people don't give a shit. The farmers, the parent, the shopkeep owners, none of them have to worry about it. None of them had to be put in that light. You can walk in and out of that. And if the steward is that connected to the Cadells, and the Cadells started not paying that much attention for whatever reason, again, an agenda that hasn't been subjected to, how did Winston be able to take more of that controlling power? Meant that if you have all this power and you're just siphoning it away, if no one says foul, then there is no foul. It's just it's easy to pull wool over the eyes of people who are saying, I don't care, because half the guard, or more or less, somewhere around that frame, were working for Winston Sr. And now that's where your question is, what and why, and the more of the who.
How was Winston's Junior's relationship with Senior? Like, obviously Senior was annoyed by him, but
Not
did he
good. Like, you could see the stabbing, but I mean, like, you can definitely sense that he didn't have a problem setting him up. You could feel that was fine in some essence, because there could be a power grab, but you just don't think he could have been as clean about it.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
you're way more competent than him. I mean, it would be like you wanted Thomas not to fumble shit. Like, that's your approach to Winston Jr. It isn't any different. Like, the two of them are sort of two opposite peas of the pod.
Okay. So, moral is Winston Jr. sucks, basically. It's a pretty defined statement of mine. Anyone else? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
I think everyone's lost in thought.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm
I
in the
couldn't tell
chat
if it
and
was-
people trying to get back in, and
Yeah, I know we're trying to get Art back We apologize. I
Right.
think Lee's having issues
Well,
too.
Lee's having issues too. He messaged me and said he lost all sound and he was refreshing, but that was a few minutes ago.
I wasn't sure if I was next in the lineup or just
Right?
a connection.
I mean, you only have 2 NPCs here. They're apparently, to you, Lady Carolyn, some type of order that you're not all that aware of.
Order of the Wolves.
Order of the Wolves.
I thought it was society.
Society of the Wolves, right.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Wolves or O's? God damn
Wolves.
you.
It's wolves.
Someone's playing with you, I'm just letting you know.
Nate, shush.
I'll
It's
persuade
wolves
you in
with a
your ass.
strong
You
moral
wanna do it?
compass. So Winston Jr.'s in a cell right now, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Dulce's guarding him with a number of guys.
I mean, I don't mind him being there for a while, because seeing as he attacked me and my party, I can easily say that, he was trying to kill someone of noble status. I know I'm not that noble, but just go with me, I have the name. So he could stay there for at least overnight, and we can just kind of think about what we need to do. Thought.
Detaining him for a long time is absolutely fine. Public execution will send word out somewhere if he is indeed connected.
So it's still on the table, just not right now.
But
Francois.
I did know, like Arch was saying, though, it depending on how well you wish to fish with him, using him as the bait. It depends how far you go. But okay. Yes, my lady?
What is the Society of O's and how can that help us?
I cannot speak. I can't speak. I choose not to speak, lady.
And she'll see that and step a little closer and maybe run her finger down his cheek.
Oh shit, alright. Persuasion advantage.
I like chaos when it's not mine.
16 plus 5, 21.
He definitely falters. He goes, well, we are a very supposedly secret order made to protect the people of the realm because governments and kings can be corrupted. It has been a very ancient, long
I'm gonna cast
organization.
Thaumaturgy and blow all the windows open.
Okay, the windows come open.
What was that? But how can that help us here now?
We are connected all through the realm. God, this is awful. I'm not supposed to be doing much of this. That is when Balin sent a message, we came to support her. We have connections throughout. It is sometimes difficult, but I assume the halfling that we found at Breckinvale, there are probably agents there because Breckinvale is a place of danger.
So you came because Balin asked, and I asked her to get help.
Yeah, Balin and Ian, they're both part of the Society of Oaths, so
How do we shut him up?
I
How
can't.
do we make
She's
him quiet?
got her finger on my face. What do you want from me, man? This is very hard.
Just leave.
That's a good idea. Milady, I'm going to leave. Francois leaves.
Yeah, so the
Notes are being
Society of
written.
the Wolves. Yep. I was looking for anything I could use to either shut him up or make your mind go blank. And I have nothing.
and now it's written down in my notes. Okay.
I'm back.
You just missed it.
Oh yeah, I missed a whole bunch.
All right, now I'm gonna slam all the windows shut because I'm frustrated.
So I think this is a perfect reason we should all just kind of take a break. I don't know. I kind of want to get a drink.
Good call. I'm under the spell too, so Magdalene leaves.
What spell are we under right now? Still the
The
truth spell?
truths, yeah.
Yeah, we're still kind of working the time because people have been kind of in and out from the and I lost the guy who cast it.
Yeah, let's all convene and take a break, and we can all meet up maybe first thing tomorrow.
I walk over to Carol and tell her, like, hey, let's go for a walk. And I want to take her to the closest tavern.
May I go as well?
No,
Okay.
this is cousin time.
All right.
Thank God
Isn't there
Francois
only
was
one
not here when you
tavern
said
in
that.
town?
Huh?
Isn't there only one tavern in town?
That is correct. The old wolf. Pub.
Okay. So,
I'm also.
whether you like it or not, I'm going to because it's pretty much where my family is.
Well, you could wait a little bit and give them a head start.
Well, yeah, I'll let them walk ahead of me. I'm not gonna follow right behind them.
Okay. Welcome back, Art.
Can you get?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Come back for 1 second.
All right, so the two of you get to walk. Go ahead. I'll let you have the floor as we try to get Art back.
Okay.
Okay. Balin, I understand why you didn't say anything. I'm cool. It's fine. What exactly how can this help us? we need something.
What, getting a drink? Drinking helps everybody.
No, the other thing.
Oh, Francois?
Yes. What he said
Yeah.
specifically, that I'm not saying.
She needs a drink from. No idea what part of the conversation I'm coming in on.
Art, you back?
I'm lost for a second.
Are you back?
You're not
Okay.
saying-
I say, because we can recap really fast.
I can see Ash moving.
I see him.
I don't see him.
I see him.
I don't know if I hear him yet, though.
I don't hear him yet.
I don't hear you.
I don't
yet.
hear.
His lips are moving, but we can't hear him. Art, if
I
you
don't
turn off your
hear you
camera,
yet.
if you turn off your camera, that might help.
Yeah, you can try
bandwidth
turning off
wise.
the camera and just go straight audio.
Almost.
I think that was Art.
Almost.
Oh,
Oh, he crashed
And
again.
it looks like he left.
Wow.
he is so frustrated right now. I know that he is.
Tech is
Yeah.
rough.
Nah.
Well, I heard and saw him throw his glasses down earlier, and I was like, oh, I know that. I know where he's at in life.
The check from the Fey Realm got him. Oh no!
Look at my baby.
Oh, is he sleepy?
She's sleepy, baby.
You can't talk about your bear that way.
Yeah, don't worry about your squirrel. You still got a bear.
Still got a bear.
I
All
mean, Andar's great, but he's more of a,
And an owl.
we kind of let each other do our own thing. You know,
All right.
me and Pistachio, we go way back.
Yeah, we're starting to work on that. All right, so Balin and Carowin, you're pushing Carowin. You guys can
Yes. I grab us 2 drinks and go to a booth that's like far away from as I can from people
continue.
and sit down.
Okay, no worries.
So, oh, hell happened? Okay. How are you?
Oh, fine. If it's not a manicore, it's Junior and apparently Francois, and I flirted with him. Yay.
One of the 3 could easily be taken care of. Just saying.
If you want Francois, you can take care of that.
That is nothing close to what I was implying.
I've been dense today. I've known Winston all my life, and I couldn't even read his writing today. I am exhausted. Spell it out. Spell it out, dear. I don't think.
Drink.
Okay, because that'll help.
It'll calm you down. It'll make you a little less uptight.
Oh, but I think Francois wants to take care of that too.
Well, then you'd be very relaxed. And think of all the information you would get out of that.
I don't know how long that spell's gonna last.
You could find out.
What am I missing? There is something. I'm missing something. I'm missing something.
Can we cut to someone else for a moment?
Sure. So let's go to Tyros, because he's been really kind of on the back burner of the little things going on.
That's true.
Tyros, so you know that Diana is downstairs.
All right, I'm gonna walk down and walk over to her and.
Okay, there is a huge magic circle with a bunch of like runes on it, and there's a dead body in there.
Oh Jesus! I don't know what I just walked in on. Has anybody seen Pistachio? Anybody seen Pistachio, my squirrel?
Diana goes, "What are you doing down here?"
I'm looking for Pistachio.
I don't think a squirrel's down here.
I'm not leaving without him.
He's not down here, so I don't think Lady Carowin wants you here.
Well, what's all this, and can we use it to find Pistachio?
I think this is dark abyssal magic, so I'm pretty sure no. Unless you cut your wrist and put it over it, then maybe it helps find Pistachio. But I'm not a magic user, and I think that would probably be bad for you. But
yeah,
just saying, it's a possibility. I tell you what.
If you see him, you give me a shout.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what. If you help me get the cleric that we need back to my place, I will get my brother, and he will help you find your squirrel friend.
Deal.
Okay.
All right. I'm helping this lady out, you guys. I don't care what you say.
Tyros is going to quickly make an enemy of people.
Yep.
For a freaking squirrel.
The druid that's secretly a rogue. All right, how can I help? What's first? What do we do?
I need you to convince him to go. This town is dangerous. Like, this circle is part of, I think, what is dangerous. Or at least that's what I found out in the last day. Things are, like, coming here because of this circle. And I need him safe. So you help me make him safe, and I'll help you find your scroll to be safe.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, it's really easy. We just gotta get him to move.
Did I see Tyros go downstairs? Because I wouldn't have thought that he needed to be down there.
What is your passive perception?
12.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
We can.
Yes.
Well, I'm on my phone, so I don't think I can get the video, but at very least I can hear you and
We'll take
communicate.
it.
So
We'll
there's something.
That works.
We'll
All
take it.
So basically, the only thing I'll do a quick recap as Tyros is trying to figure out what he's gonna now do against the group. Your spell ended up sort of putting out feelings for everybody in the group, mostly some of the NPCs and a couple of others. And it also revealed that several members are a part of a group called either the Society of O's or the Society of Wolves. You're not 100% sure, but you think Jean-Francois said O's, Ian said Wolves, and you know who's under what spell. And he pointed out that Magdalene himself, Balin, and Ian are part of this society. So that has come to...
Interesting.
Yeah, that has come out. Lady Carowin then used her seductive powers to push Jean-Francois to explain what the Society O's were, and apparently they're an ancient order meant to help protect the people of the realm against kings who have been corrupted and such. He was struggling against the spell and not wanting to speak, and then Ian got him to remove himself.
He ran away.
And then Magdalene left because they were all sort of under influence and stuff, so they all kind of like took off.
He ran away with between his legs.
Yeah.
All right. So, am I on my own or what?
We wouldn't have you. So Balin and Lady Carowin said they want to speak, so they're going to the tavern, and then people are kind of dispersing. You happen to notice that elf that kind of pointed you out to that Greystoke girl went downstairs to where the rune circles are.
Oh, I definitely follow him down there.
Great.
He doesn't belong down there.
Okay. So, Tyros, lo and behold, the man that you have just been speaking about is coming down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not quiet.
Do I see Ash go down the stairs?
You do, because Ash is a little bit more noticeable.
I will follow Ash.
My stealth is -1 at disadvantage.
Okay. So, down at the bottom, Diana is down there. Tyros is down there. And now, Ash, you've come down, and not too soon after Yajiro is following you. But, Tyros, that's who you see.
So I asked Tyros, what are you doing down here?
I'm trying to find Pistachio, and now I'm wondering if this circle down here is what's attracting all the Zodiac to town, and maybe if we ought to get rid of it.
So, let's answer your questions in order. Your squirrel's not down here. Yes, it's what attracting them to town. No, we can't get rid of it.
Have you seen my squirrel? Why? And why?
I have not seen your squirrel, no. He's unfortunately not something that I've been paying attention to. Why is a very good question. We are unsure as to what the nature of the ritual is, and the next why is it's abyssal magic beyond the power of those that are here.
I'm going to turn to Diana and ask, what do you think I was supposed to be able to do to help with this?
This? I have no idea. I don't think you can. Him? Much different story.
You want him to help me?
To get you safe, remember?
Right. I mean, with this, yeah. You want him to help keep me safe?
Sort of.
Okay.
No.
Care to extrapolate on that a little bit more?
You know where you need to go. This is definitely dangerous for you. I thought I explained.
Yeah. We've discussed this, and you can see that I can't leave this because this is dangerous for those people I've sworn to protect.
Come right
Ash is
back.
valuable to us.
Very valuable to my queen.
Yeah, I still don't understand what your queen has anything to do with any of this.
I don't know either. But you don't want to go find out. He doesn't want to go find out, Tyros, and he doesn't want to help you find a squirrel.
didn't say I didn't want to help him find a squirrel. I just said I hadn't been looking for a squirrel. There's a difference in that.
I guess.
And no, I don't want to leave my friends and my town and my home to go find out what a Fey Queen wants with me just to keep me away from here.
You don't know that.
Neither do you, but she wants to take me away.
To find out why you're important.
I'm important because I'm here to protect this town.
That's not that important.
It's not that important? Why would it not be that important?
Not to my queen. This is not a Fey town.
So then, why would I be concerned with what your queen would want?
You seem to be...
I have a higher calling than your queen. Your queen is not a god. I have a calling to a god. She's not.
Important.
You said she could be important. She's a queen. She's a queen in another realm, as best I understand it.
Yeah, a queen of inconsiderable power, of godlike power.
Great, god-like, but she's not a god. I've sworn an oath to a god to protect people.
Well, there are some that do swear an oath and worship her and get power.
Oh, okay, but not me. So, I mean, I understand what you're concerned. No, actually, I really... You're doing your job. I get it. I understand what you want. I don't know how I can help you, though. And fulfill my oath.
Well, I told you I'd stay for now. But I don't think
Which I
this is
appreciate.
helping. I helped kill your beast.
That was very appreciated. I am grateful for that.
Well,
and I'm sure when it gets back to your ancestors, your family's ancestors in Greyheim, they will greatly appreciate the service as well.
what? What answer?
This town is this town is sworn fealty to Greyheim, so
Well, I think that's important. Somehow.
yeah, I mean the Greystokes founded Greyheim, so the Greystokes care about what happens to Greyheim, so
I know. I know some of the history.
right. I get it. You've grown up in another realm. You don't understand everything.
Yeah.
Just like I don't understand your time. Maybe we should sit down at some point while we're trying to figure out this and understand each other better.
Okay.
I'd like to get in on this understanding of taking Ash.
The queen knows he's important. That's all I know. That's all she told me. I am just her knight.
Absolutely.
If we kind of go out of town, maybe we can hit a Fey circle, and maybe I can summon the lady.
Can I go with if this happens? I don't completely trust that you would allow Ash to come back.
If you want to, it's not like you could stop me if I was going to do something malice.
Not to say I wouldn't try, though.
Yeah.
No, but
Would be
on her
interesting.
honor, she has said she would stay for now. So maybe this is a nice compromise in the middle, and maybe the lady can. She's not a queen in this realm. She's a queen in that realm.
She's a queen in this realm.
She's a queen in this realm too.
Of course, she can affect
In
this
her
realm.
head.
How do you think I got here?
Well, I mean, she doesn't live here. She's from another planet.
No, she wouldn't live here. This place is messed up. I think that's why it's important
This place is not messed up. This place is home.
for you. It's very dark here.
It's like
Pretty sucks.
this is our home. I've sworn to defend it. I've sworn to defend the people here. For now, I kind of like your idea of, as so long as I get your word of honor that you don't try to kidnap me, I would go through with your thought of summoning your queen to speak with her.
No, I would summon Lady Vintara to speak with you. The queen will not come forth like that. That is
Oh.
Not the way you go about speaking with the queen.
Who's Lady Ventara?
The lady of the summer court.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's a queen, there's a lady, and there's a knight.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, where are you guys from?
No, I get it. We just didn't know where the
Here.
hierarchy was.
Well, you guys don't pay attention to all that? He
There's
should
only
know.
a lady here. There's no queen and there's no knight.
I'm the knight.
Well, no, he means of this local nobility group. There's only a lady. There's no knights here. But this lady reports back to, or swears fealty to, royalty in Greyheim. So I understand.
And to us, knights are just knights. There's no one knight that is higher than the rest.
Well, there could be.
There could be.
It's all a matter how you choose to do it.
Well, a Fey Knight is the military
Leader?
of their court.
Okay.
And that's me.
Same would happen here. In large armies, knights will lead the foot soldiers and be their commanders.
Foot soldiers. Well, if I needed an army, I could bring an army.
We could use an army. Army sounds great.
Well, he's not being very cooperative, so I don't want to help.
So if you help us, then we can help you?
That's what I've been asking this elf guy for, but all I needed to do is to help find a squirrel.
She said she could help find Pistachio.
Of course I can find a pistachio. It seems really easy.
Pistachio's dead, Tyros.
I don't think so.
That's just mean, man. That's just mean.
I'm gonna be going on a rampage. You guys, you guys better hope Pistachio's not dead.
How old is your girlfriend?
So long as we point him in the right direction.
He didn't die of old age.
I mean, old
It's so
age for
easy
a
to
squirrel
find.
is like what? Getting killed by a hawk, right?
Nah, he had armor.
I mean, have
he's
you ever
resourceful.
run across a rock?
Like a pebble?
Yujiro, I don't think this is all that productive.
ROC, rock. It's a hawk made to eat people. So think of one of those, and then think of your friend.
Yujiro, I don't think this is productive. Maybe we should just let him go look for Pistachio, and if Diana has agreed to help him, then let them go about it. Maybe she could find a Fey circle while she's looking.
Well, if we all go to the Fey
It
Circle,
sounds like
I
she
will
wants
come
us all to
back
go.
and help you find the squirrel.
Let's go speak with the lady. I would like to join you, Ash.
Is now a good time to actually go do this?
Now's as good a time as any, because she's not going to be super helpful otherwise.
We can't go without telling Salsa Lady Carowin.
I agree.
And then maybe we can get somewhere with this. I'll get answers. She'll be able to help us. Yeah, I think we should be all right. I hope.
I mean, if we're
So
not,
long as they don't try to kidnap me.
Or you
I
finally
mean-
realize and you're willing to go. That's also on the table.
I will not dispute that.
Lady Ventura is very, very persuasive.
Is she honorable?
Of course
No.
we're honorable. You know,
Then she won't try to magically convince me.
no.
if she's anything like this one,
She may
I don't
outwit
know
you,
if she's honorable.
but, you know, you're only human.
Fair?
Like I said,
You are as well, though, aren't you?
No. Kind of.
You're not human.
kind
Well, I was born in
Kind
the Fae by the Queen to fulfill a promise.
Okay.
So I'm,
You know who-
I'm super special. My
You
dad
know who
even
would
told
be
me so.
great for dealing with another little child like this? Where's the little girl? We need to go find her. She can
girl.
handle this.
Yujiro. She's a child, but she's obviously skilled, and she is royalty. Her name is Greystoke.
Yeah, but the
She
other little
deserves
girl
respect.
is wise beyond her years. Did you see how she plays people?
Not sure who you're talking about, but children are very capable of manipulating adults when they see fit. We all know this.
So true.
All right. Well, Yujiro, do you want to go find your captain to go say that we're heading out to go find a Face Circle?
Well, I'm gonna bring Ash with me to go tell them that we're heading out, so you don't just take him away.
I'm not gonna take
I
him
don't
away.
trust you.
God, if I wanted him, Yujiro, I could definitely take him, especially from you.
I mean, I fight you for him.
Your form is.
I would ask that you not fight about it at all.
There's this.
You both are
you
important.
have too much flair with your wrists when you slash. You've got to be a lot more fluid with your point. I saw when you attacked the Manicore.
Damn it! I was thinking the same thing. Ah, God,
I was
need to
trained
work on that.
by the best, my father, so I could whip your ass and his ass, all of your asses in this room right now.
Who's your father?
Who's your
Hephaestus
daddy?
Kendrick Greystoke.
Okay, somebody I never heard of, so he doesn't exist. I don't care.
He does exist.
His last name is Greystoke. That's huge.
Yeah. And
That's
he
what I was
knows,
thinking.
and I know how important this is because he got the blessings from King Azarian, Greystoke of Svazo.
Well,
Of
if you're
what?
so much better than me as a swordsman,
Wait a minute,
maybe
wait.
you can teach me when this is all said and done.
Yeah, I'll
Bet-
tell you.
Ben, she said Azarian, which is definitely a name from
Oh,
history, right?
Oh, God, yeah, you can't miss that name.
Yeah, but she didn't say Azarian of Azarian Keep. She said Azarian of somewhere else.
Yeah? Weird.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to stop her there. Like, King Azarian of where?
Svazo.
King Azarian is in Azarian Keep.
No. As in the city.
Actually, Ben, is he
I know-
dead at this point in the timeline?
Do we know Azarian's name? Like, do I know it from my parents? They were murdered.
Azarian is one of the Azarian, and I hate to, and I apologize if this offends anybody, but I really want to put the message of how dire he is. He's a much like, I would say, like, I'll put in two things, like Genghis Khan and Adolf Hitler. He is that hated. He is that dark of a person. His terror on history is what they tell you in the honest schools to be like, don't ever be like this prick.
He is
Is
the
he
story of the boogeyman. He
Is
is
he
the
still-
thing that punishes towns who are wicked. He is the terror that devastates crops, sends armies to punish those that who have simply displeased him. He is everything. that
There is
everybody
no
is
recorded
afraid
date of his death, but he has not been around.
Okay. So, your father got permission from King Azarian, the Dread King Azarian?
No dread. He's just king.
He's just king.
He's one of the most evil people to have walked the face of Alanis.
Well, he's not on Alanis. I thought we discussed that.
We didn't discuss that you were talking to Azarian, or
Oh, well, we were gonna get to know each other, but then we talked about the circle.
I mean, we can get
Yeah.
to know each other.
Yeah, but I
Well,
mean
that
that's
doesn't
how
sound
my
like a
dad
bad
got
thing
legitimized by the silk thing. I mean the Greystoke thing.
that's how your dad what?
He got through the Greystoke. He became a Greystoke through all that.
Because he's not a real Greystoke, obviously. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. He's very serious when I was growing up about it.
Sounds fair.
Um,
Alright, let's
He's
go
very fair.
tell Carolyn and Dulce.
yeah, because I'm thoroughly confused as to what she's talking about.
She's just rambling. I wouldn't even really pay much mind to it.
She's not easy to dismiss. I won't want to dismiss it.
That's what my mom says about me.
Who was your mom?
Vivian.
What was Vivian's last name before she married your father?
That's a good question.
You're assuming they got married. Come on now, look at her.
My parents are married. They do everything proper.
She's a bastard child and a half.
No,
Look
my
at
parents are very proper.
Yajiro, quit prodding the child. She is a kid and
I
a
am
noble
not
at
a
that.
She's
child.
so the funny part is she's actually not a child, right? Is she like as old as us? I forget.
No, she's younger. She's
Oh, okay,
acting
all
like
right.
she's acting way above her age, but she's really like maybe 15, 16.
Okay, so she's younger than us. Okay.
So I probably wouldn't call her a child. I'd call her
My mother's
the young lady.
maiden name was Adderton.
Adderton. Okay. I was just looking for another big name drop.
Yeah, it's not.
Alright. So where do you want to meet up?
I'll wait here. I got nothing else to do until he wakes up to this.
Well, just don't touch anything.
I haven't touched anything. I have discipline. I told you I was trained by the best.
You're trained to swing a weapon. That doesn't mean you're disciplined.
I am very disciplined.
Yajiro, please stop prodding her. Please. I'm asking you politely to please stop prodding her.
Yeah. You don't know who you're messing with.
Diana, the same would go for you at this point too, please.
I can't help it. You know who my dad was? I have to prove sometimes.
So, alright. Let's not even start on her dad. Obviously, her dad had some real issues. Dude was a pride maniac from what it sounds like here.
I love you, man. You are great. You're gonna get hurt, but you are great.
So?
Alright, if we go off...
Let's go before we start a fight.
And how old is she supposed to be acting? Because she does sound quite a bit like a... Nuh-uh! My parents were together!
Well, she goes in between. Like I said, as you get to know her, you'll understand more. There'll be a little bit of this. And the worst part is she's also a lot more Fae than anybody else you'd ever know. And they're very wishy-washy with their ways. All right, so you're gonna head off. Balin and Carowin, you're still at the bar. Nothing else has kind of come out from what your discussion, or do you have something?
First,
Well-
how many drinks has Carowin had now?
How many drinks do you think you need to be in? 3? Why don't you roll a d6, and that's how many you're in?
Nope.
I have to grab one. I didn't grab one.
Can it be a D20?
No, she wouldn't go that far, but a d6
No,
is
she
pretty
would
good.
not go that far. 2.
Can't handle her alcohol like that.
So you're 2.
2. Okay, good. So I just wanted to make sure she wasn't buzzed. Balin, I'm just trying to figure everything out. Senior at least. Junior's not smart enough. Senior has been skimming off the top of my family coffers, presumably since we were kids.
He's been taking money from you then?
Yeah.
Like how much?
And she's gonna kind of look around and make sure nobody's listening. She's like, "You ever heard of a landless noble? We're penniless nobles. Truly, no."
Huh. Part of me kind of thinks that's funny. That's because I'm pissed at your parents. Sucks for you, though. What are you going to do about it?
He didn't touch the town coffers, so at least I can still pay people. But I'm not gonna dip into that. That's for the town.
Well, yeah, he had to make up some kind of presence so it didn't look like he was doing that. No one's going to pay attention to your money.
Apparently, not even my father.
Well, we could go into that if you want, but I need more alcohol. What are you going to do?
I don't know. We have to figure out where. I'm not worried about getting the money back. That's not a huge. I mean, we can make more money, but
you need money now.
We had a good idea of doing an alarm glyph on the keep, so that nothing could sneak in and go to the ruins. But
How'd you do that?
But I need 200 GP and diamond dust, and I need to find the diamonds. I need to find the money. I have the money. It's going to be 200 GP less than what we had, which was not much to begin with.
Well, I mean, you have a guy, well, gal,
who has money.
Well, you know someone who knows others that have money, and said someone knows how to make them not have as much money.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? You're saying?
I steal for a living. You know this.
I'm not supposed. I don't like knowing
I'm
this.
not supposed to know this. I'm not supposed to. You fucking know this. Look at how cool I'm dressed. Clearly, we're two different people. Do you want me to get you stuff? I won't do it in town. No one will know anything about that.
We can't do it in town.
Well, what did I just
I know.
say?
I'm just reiterating what
Slow
you
down
just.
drinking. Your 1.5, wine cooler there.
It's a Zima.
It's hypnotic.
Can't hear you, Lee. Put your mic down. Nope.
Still can't hear you.
That's why it's out of the room. It's just meant to be, guys. You're okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He's been muzzled.
Well, I can go, I can say I don't know, talking to somebody that way, and then I'll go that way and do what my time-honored profession has led me to do. I know how to steal things better than you.
I just don't want to put anybody else in the lurch if I don't have to.
Who's going to be in the lurch? I'm the one going out doing stuff. No one's going to know about it.
I'm saying whoever you acquire it from.
I don't even know the people I acquire shit from. They have shiny stuff. I take it. Take from the rich and give to the mean. I mean, use this connection you have. We're family. I'm offering to do this for you. I mean, I freaking hate your parents, but I care about you. Drunk or sober.
I am not drunk.
Yet. Finish your wine cooler.
I am not going to take any responsibility for what you do or do not do.
All right.
With or without the E4 Mafia.
Okay. Thulsa, Zero and Ash arrive to you near your cell, to the jail cell.
Gentlemen?
We are going to try and put some of this Fae thing to rest and maybe possibly recruit some additional help.
We're gonna deal with the little kid warrior.
She said if we leave town and she finds a Fae circle, she will summon her boss to tell us what's going on. At that point, she said she'd command an army, and we might be able to convince them to send some Fae help.
All right. Well, don't go to sleep in the ring.
Well, and I'm counting on their honor to not try and steal me away either.
Yeah, because all them stories about fairies and stuff are all about honor.
I know, but she's a knight, and they're lords and they're ladies, so
Yeah, we're pretty much running on faith here that their lords and ladies act the same way ours do.
it sounds like they do. And if they want my trust, they can't betray it.
I can see you thought this through.
Captain Sarcasm at it again?
Maybe just a little bit.
I didn't say it was a good plan, but I said it was a plan, and I have faith that it'll lead to good things.
Good enough for me. I'm just sitting on Junior here because, somebody's got to, and
I appreciate that.
I don't know how much I'm going to be able to help if you're out in the woods or wherever you're going. You have a clue where this spot is?
No. She's going to find a space circle.
No, yeah, we're pretty much following this child out into the woods, and we may never return. Kind of accepted that.
She's a competent warrior. We're both capable of fighting, and I'm sure at this point Tyros is going to go as well because she's promised to help find Pistachio.
Yeah, I'm coming along.
All right. Well, cross be with you.
All right.
Thank you.
So you guys know.
Raven Queen will be with us.
So Thulsa knows you guys are going out. So you gather Diana and you head out.
Want to tell Carowin first too.
Now, you don't know where Carowin is.
I asked somebody if they've seen Carowin.
Yeah,
All right.
Have you seen the lady?
Have you seen the lady of the town?
Okay.
It's not a big town.
She doesn't have
True,
her,
but I'm
no?
just letting you did talk to Thulsa, unless there's something more you want to add into it. So he would tell her. It's kind of like a chain of events, chain of structure works. It's up to you, though.
I want to tell Carowin.
Okay.
I think he's looking more for
Confirmation.
Carowin to be like, no, don't go. Or, yeah, that's fine.
All right. You will.
I'm going to go anyway.
You will take a couple hours and find her finally with enough word of mouth that she is in the tavern, the Wolf's Pub.
Okay. With Balin.
Yes. Lady Carowin,
So
please roll another d6.
I got a 6-pack in now.
So that's 8.
Yeah, now she definitely needs Tear, Cross, Silk, Raven Queen. She needs them all.
Balin, I'm waiting on that hand signal.
Go.
So as I walk up, does she appear extremely intoxicated?
Yes. And Balin looks like she's enjoying herself.
Balin, does she need this buzz?
Oh, she's needed this for years.
Ah!
I'm gonna look around. Is Francois nearby? Because this could
No.
be bad for her. Or good. And
No, he's not.
So I look at Lady Carowin and I say, I'll be back in a little while. Tyros, me, Yajiro, and Diana are going to go talk to her boss real quick in the woods. Maybe we can get some more help out of this from her boss.
Good talk, Diana's boss.
Yeah.
Diana, you better not hurt him. I'll fuck you up.
She's not there.
Oh,
you
well,
should
fuck.
go home and maybe get some sleep.
I'm good. I'm listening to music.
There's no music playing.
I thought there was a bard playing.
That's the whole point of
You
the joke. Music's going off in your head right now, Carowin.
Maybe my dad is, but I'm not.
Everybody hates me and this town is fucked up.
All right.
I know that's not true.
All right,
There is
Spero.
at least someone who very much likes you.
All right.
Shush.
So Ash, Yujiro, Tyros, and Diana, you begin to head out.
Yeah.
A little while later, Mshale and Ian, who've lost your other NPC entourage, there's a little tug on your pant leg, Mshale.
Keep trying.
Just glad it's not me this time.
I believe many of the hosts of Tabletop Journeys just wish this was an effect on Lemonique at the moment.
Lee, is it saying mic on when you do that? Yep, I can't read lips, sweetheart. Because it goes mic on, mic off.
Mic on.
It's not. Did you? It doesn't need to be plugged in.
Try refreshing yourself. I hate to. We've lost you once, but I hate to go that point.
You can't read lips? You didn't take the feet?
No.
Benito didn't. Mirrored it.
Grendelin was an excellent mentor in that regards.
Let's see what happens.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey!
All right.
Yeah, mine actually doesn't speak to me. Mine, just.
You didn't pay extra for that feature.
All right. You have a little
No,
tug.
that's actually a different model.
You have a little tug.
I look down and look at the tug.
You see the big eyes and the wonderful little smile of little Camilla.
Squirrel! Oh, sorry.
Hey.
No.
Hello.
You thought it was going to be.
How can I help?
Can I get in your house again?
Why?
I need something.
What?
Something.
It would help me if I knew what you needed.
No, I just need permission. I just need permission. I'm shy. Resources.
Ben, is there any hearth knowledge that would let me know how bad an idea this is? Is there some kind of role I can get to know that this... Like, this is odd to me because she's never asked me for
Well,
anything
I'll
like
give you an
this.
insight check on her.
Okay.
Can I have one too?
Sure, you're right next to her.
Mshale loses this if she says Balin is the reason why she needs to get in there. He immediately loses.
She's not aware of
I
that
got
quite
17.
yet. 17.
17.
Was that... I got a 17 too, I believe.
All right.
Or is that me that got that? Yeah, that's me.
Both of us.
Both 17.
Okay, cool.
She's definitely trying to get something, and she looks like she is trying to prevent knowledge of why. You're not sure exactly if it's malice or not. It definitely looks like it's in her best interest, perhaps not yours. But you know she's 6.
Can I persuade her to tell me what she wants?
You absolutely can. Why not? What do you say to her?
I really think you should tell us what you're going for before we'll allow you to go in there.
It's not your house.
I really think you need to tell us what you want.
It's not your house.
Can you please tell me what you want?
Why would I want to tell you? You're a bard. You're blabbermouth all around town.
What if I pinky promise not tell anyone if you tell me and whispered in my ear what you want?
Everybody knows you never take a promise of a bard because a bard will tell your secrets in a love song.
Well, she got me there. Your turn.
You can write a love song. I would be happy to help you.
Cool. Thank you.
But you need. But
She
you
late-
need
she
to
wants to walk
tell me
away.
but you need to tell me what you need first.
She's already walking away.
After the kid. Follow her.
I did, but I
I'll
didn't
come
say
with
yes.
you. We'll both go. Let's go.
Okay.
You sort of did say yes in a small 6-second frame from a 6
Lee Wanika realizes that M. Charlie's not picking up that particular camera.
As you follow, and you notice with deft skill, she gets through your window.
Okay. In that case, I will just go in the normal way.
Okay. She's in your pantry box.
Okay, and I will look to see what she's getting.
She's getting, apparently, nuts.
She's getting... She's the squirrel.
Nope, she hasn't. I bet she has it kidnapped in a cage somewhere.
I ask her, why are you gathering nuts?
I told you I needed it.
Do you know where a certain squirrel might be?
How do you know anything?
Well, you're gathering nuts.
Oh.
And we are missing
She hides
a
them behind her
squirrel.
back. You don't have a squirrel.
No, we don't, but we used to.
You don't have a squirrel.
My friend used to have a squirrel.
What
and
friend?
He's been looking for him. The elf from the forest.
That's his friend?
Yes. And he's been very worried.
He's my friend now.
He can be both of your friends.
But he has to stay at my house.
Why would he need to stay at your house and not be able to be free?
Because he has his own very special room.
He has a what?
Is there anything else that has a special room at your house?
No.
How about
big is
if
your
you
special
let-
room? She drops the nuts.
Yeah. And then she picks them back up.
So
Can I go now?
squirrels need to have a room as wide as the forest. Occasionally they will return to shelter, and if you were very kind and nice to him, I'm sure he would return to visit you.
I know, I'm trying to
But you
persuade
must
him.
keep the door open
I'm trying
so he can come and go as he pleases.
But I have to persuade him first to make sure he's safe.
Okay, so this squirrel has armor on, right? Like a little helmet and all that.
I took it off.
Oh. Well,
he
you
said it was
see,
uncomfortable.
This squirrel
I'm
is like
sure it
a
was.
knight, and he needs that so that he can patrol the trees and protect you.
Tulsa can patrol the trees, so he doesn't need to fight no more. He can stay and be my friend.
I don't think he's in range. I'm gonna cast message and try to reach out to Tyrion.
Oh, he long gone.
Okay.
You don't think I was going to set this encounter up without having some complications, didn't you?
I thought I was like right outside.
No, this is a while ago. You left. You followed a young girl out to find a circle.
You followed the wrong little girl.
Yeah, you followed the wrong girl, Tyler.
Damn.
Okay, thanks, bye. She leaves.
Can
She's
we
bored.
visit the squirrel?
My mom doesn't say I allow strangers in the house.
I'm not a stranger. You've known me for a long time.
Oh, right.
And you know me, I've been part of the village for a long
Well,
time.
my mom said no bars in the house because they tell bad
I
tales.
feel like you're just making that up on the spot.
I am not. And
Can we go
besides,
talk to your
a
mom?
liar can't call another person a liar because you're already a liar.
I'm not a liar, but
You're a
let's
bard.
go talk to your mom about
Bards
this.
are liars.
Let's talk to your mom.
Am I
Does
a
your
need
mom
to
know
talk-
you have a squirrel friend?
She has a girlfriend?
Squirrel friend?
I forgot. I gotta go get bread.
You gotta get bread?
Yep.
Do we have any bread in the house?
Yeah, over there. Sorry.
Alright, I will provide bread.
She puts her head down, very
Please
punished.
please let us visit our friend.
Okay.
Thank you.
She will
And
lead
he
you
will
away.
grab a little bit of candy to give her once they've got it.
Okay. After a painful walk with poor little Camilla, you arrive at her mother's place.
We will.
You're at the general store.
Yeah, I guess we're going to go and see about something about a squirrel.
Okay.
Gonna go see a lady about us.
Yona goes, "Oh, hello, Charlie. How are you? Ian? I wouldn't think to see you two together, but
We are.
welcome."
We're doing well overall.
Fast friends.
Oh. What do you need?
We need
Loot strings? Would you need
A
rations
squirrel.
again, Charlie? A squirrel. We only have I have a few squirrel meat sticks that was brought in from the foxes.
No, this is not that kind of need, actually.
I don't do pets.
Your daughter seems to have made a pet out of a squirrel that belongs to our elven friend that has helped us in the recent troubles.
Oh. Carmelo. Yes.
Carmelo. Yes.
Ash, I think we might check your video. Audio.
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, we're here.
We also hear Betty pretty clear.
Alright.
Alright.
Art, can you silence real quick? Because we're trying to get
Actually, I don't know how on this. I'll try.
I think all you need to do is hit like mute, because we're like getting a second later.
Yeah, actually, if you just turn down your volume, it won't come through.
Turn down my volume. I can't hear you.
Then you won't be able to hear. Right.
How's that?
I
we'll
don't
try.
know. I don't know. Is it coming back?
Is that any different?
Well, you're fine. It's
Test.
all of us.
Test.
Well, you're fine. All of us.
I can hear you guys fine.
We can
Yeah,
figure
but
out
we're
when
gonna
to
need
Yeah, but we're gonna feedback on ourselves.
It sounds like you've got like two microphones coming. One's hearing your.
I don't know what happened.
It's like I'm hearing myself. Hearing myself.
Yeah.
Hey!
Is that any different? Is that different? Better?
Testing. Testing.
Nope.
Nope.
And another one.
Bites.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Stop
refresh.
picking on him!
We're not. We're just
Okay.
having fun.
Poor Art. Okay. Elma goes, Camilla. She's like, yes, mother. Do you have a squirrel friend? Yes, mother. Would you please get the squirrel friend for our foxes? Yes, mother. Camilla goes in the room, and shortly after, she pulls a large box out with, indeed, pistachio. And he looks very upset.
I'm sorry it took so long, young squirrel.
He's chittering something very harshly at you.
I didn't do it.
Do you open the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait!
Where's his stuff?
Nearby. She pulls that out. He gets into his gear.
Okay.
He's chittering something harshly again, it seems. Your insight on him seems like he's pissed. It takes him a few moments, and then he goes out the door. And then Camille looks up to you and goes, "Do you think he's still my friend?"
Yeah. Just don't put him in a special room anymore.
Yeah, squirrels like rooms as big as the forest.
Please, each
They
of you
don't
roll
like
a
special
deception.
rooms. No, that's not a lie. Squirrels like big spaces.
You're trying to make things better. You're lying.
It's more like persuasion, don't you?
All right, I'll give
Actually,
you persuasion.
I'm probably better at lying.
Whoa,
Like,
really?
can I roll a persuasion?
No, you're
No,
lying.
I'm bad at. I'm bad at both. Actually, no, I'm actually better at deception,
15.
which is scary enough. So
All right, she seems to believe you, or at least Ian. What did you roll?
Yeah.
Bad.
I rolled a 9.
She doesn't believe you,
Oh, just a 9.
but she's taking it with a grain of salt because Ian's a bard.
Thanks.
Her mom be telling her some stuff.
Yeah, no, you got some insight on her now. All right, Lady Carowin, you are going to head back, I take it, to sleep this off?
I'm gonna take it back to where?
Home? The estate.
I
the
was
estate manor.
I was gonna take over for Tulsa. Somebody needs to take over for Tulsa.
All right. You go to the prison. Balin, do you follow?
Does Balin let me?
No, you're not exactly well enough to serve. I'm sure there's someone else that also can have and relieve him.
Well, yeah, you gotta make sure.
Right. All right. Well, how far away is Tulsa from where we are?
Maybe like 30 minutes, like stumbling for her.
Is it on the way to the keep?
No, they wouldn't put the prison next to the estate.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just.
I doubt
you
it's a
just
prison.
gotta-
It's just a jail cell in the
Yeah.
constable's office.
Well, we
Right.
don't want to put potential prisoners escaping near the house manor.
Right. You just gotta make sure he has somebody to take over.
All right. Let's get you to bed, and I will relay the message to Tulsa that we need to get someone else because you are on a mental holiday.
I am. I
Yeah.
just want to take a nap.
Yeah. How's that music going?
There's no music out here.
Okay. So, I walk her back to her place,
Okay.
bedroom, whatever.
The servants will take care of her.
Yeah.
As you leave.
And
Don't tell Francois.
I will not tell him things.
All right. You get about 5 minutes away from the estate when you find Shali and Ian. Balin.
Oh, what's up?
We found the squirrel.
No shit.
He been squirrel napped.
Our young friend who likes to frequent my house had him.
Camilla?
Yes.
She was stealing nuts for the squirrel.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
what
so
did you
proud.
teach her? Because she got in that window real quick.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
You've been teaching her?
I can be proud of someone without being their mentor. But yes, I've been teaching her.
Inside check.
I mean, you taught me.
I didn't teach you how to get into a window.
No, but you've helped me with some stealth things.
Well,
And he didn't have to get into a window until they met you.
Jeremy.
Well, I assume you're gonna need to figure out where Taros is. I'm sure he's missing Pistachio.
Well, I imagine Pistachio will find him now that he's freed.
Oh, so he's
I'm
not with
wondering-
you.
No, he took off. He was a little angry.
Ah. Well, captivity does that.
I've never been captured.
Well, let me tell you, it's not fun.
I would have come to get you.
You had no clue where I was. No one else knew where I was, except the person who kidnapped me. I don't know how he did that. Moving on, I'm over it. Anyway, take it you guys are headed back to the tavern or something?
Yes. We're meandering. You said not to follow you, so we went to do other things.
Good call. You keep on that track, and I just keep walking by.
Okay.
I look over. What did she mean by that?
By which part?
Keep on that track.
I don't know. Why don't you go ask her?
But I think she meant not to go that way. I guess that's what she meant. I'm so confused.
You know, and Charlie, I think you just heard.
That didn't go well. I just tried to.
I feel you didn't give it your all, though. Maybe you should try again.
But I mean, I suspect I guess I just don't know. I'm not sure where to start.
Well, that's a great thing about being a guy, is nobody knows where to start. You just kind of fumble your way through it until you either succeed or fail.
That can't be the way it works.
That's absolutely the way it works with love, dude.
That's not how it worked with my parents.
I'm not sure how it works with the roaming tribes.
It was pretty simple. My father was a provider. My mother sought him out and said that he should come with her.
Well,
They went to
I
the
feel like
elders.
Balin's
They were blessed
a
and-
provider, and you should go and tell her that you want to be with her.
But that's not my job.
I feel like you're making it weird. Way more complicated than it needs to be. Why don't we go home? We'll sleep on it. We can talk about this in the morning.
Okay.
If you need to, you can think on how you truly feel for her.
I'm pretty sure I know.
Then tell her.
But what if she doesn't feel the same?
What if she does?
And she would say, you come with me, we would go to the
wouldn't.
elders,
Have
and
you
we would
not
be blessed.
her? She's insufferable. She's pig-headed. She's hard-headed.
Easy.
These are the nice things I could say about her.
She's kind to me. She has defended me when other people made fun of me.
And she has never done a single thing of that to me. She bosses me around. She pushes me around. She demands things from me. That definitely means she's got a soft spot for you and not me.
Nate, I'm going to give you inspiration right now.
I don't think I need it, but okay.
You may need it sometime down the road. You've earned it today.
How long do those last? Because that's going to be my third one from you.
Hold them.
You only have one until you use it.
Yeah.
No, Ben says you can hold it.
They
You can
never
hold
go
more.
away.
You get more. These are good roleplay. Alright, you're thinking on that. Dulce, is there anything you specifically want to do with Winston since she's all to your sail?
Well, there's all sorts of things I want to do, but I'm going to let him stew quietly.
Okay.
I will rotate the guard in and out. I'm sure I've slept in the office, so to speak, on occasion, so I will rig up the rope so that if the door gets pulled open, like it pulls my blanket off me.
You said break up the rope, and I was like, I thought we weren't executing him.
Cohen.
I thought we were still on Nimshali and Balin, but
Cohen and Otis will at one point take over together.
Yeah, so I'm going to remain, but I'll let them, like, I'll get some rest.
Okay.
But I'll let them, kind of be the eyes and ears at the time.
What is your passive perception?
Not that high. It's actually not too bad. Passive perception is 16.
16. Okay. As you are there, probably like 2.25 hours into the guard duty for Cohen and Otis, you hear Otis go, "Do you really think those are sleeping?" "I don't think so. You know how he is. He's got to always like have his finger on something. So we're not gonna move right now? I mean, he's back. I ain't gonna move right now. No, it's us. I know what the plan is. We're still waiting. Are you sure?" "Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's Junior. Fuck it. Let him be as he is. Alright. Now shut up and get over there." What would you like to do?
Do they seem to be moving for him or away from him?
Nope, they look like they're... You heard the conversation. They look like they're going to go back to what they're supposed to do.
I'll let them go back to what they're going to do. After they leave, I will get back up and I'll finish the watch. But I'll keep those two in mind for later.
Okay. Ash, do we have you? Art?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Back to the waves. All right, you guys are out for a while. It's like you have to set up camp and go a little further out. You do this 3 more days.
3 days?
Yeah.
Damn.
Son of a... We didn't sign up for this.
No, you're right. We didn't.
Do you wish to go back?
No, we're committed, but I'm changing my spell list.
Okay. Change
So
it.
keep on going.
All right. Diana
Didn't expect
seems...
him camping and shit.
Diana seems pretty practical, at moving about. She's definitely very skilled in going forward. You do have another companion that she seems to pay no mind, nor does Tyros, which is a big brown bear.
Yeah, but we've seen the bear with him before, right?
But he doesn't stay as up to speed with you. Like, he shows up for a couple hours, and then he's gone again.
Bear's gotta eat.
I actually can make our lives a little better at night. I always have Liamon's tiny hut, always prepared.
Cool.
So
it's easy.
That helps us at night.
All right. On the 3rd afternoon, you find what appears to be a very plain circle, and there are mushrooms, pinkish, brownish, kind of circle around, very large, probably about 20 feet diameter. And she goes, "This will do." Diana goes in the circle, and she goes, "I will summon, or I shall call upon the lady."
What was the lady's name again?
Lady Ventara. So the 3 of you see this.
Before you summon her, what would be a proper title to call her, please?
Lady.
The lady.
Lady. Okay. Just making sure.
Okay. So she begins speaking. And do you speak Sylvan?
I do not speak Sylvan.
I speak Elvish.
Nope.
I don't speak that either.
Tyros? Okay, you're not familiar with the tongue. She's saying something you're not sure, but it definitely sounds incantation type. The 3 of you are aware of that enough.
Oh, okay. She's not speaking to us. Okay, never mind.
No.
She's casting.
Yeah. After about what appears to be 15 minutes, there is like light that seems to kind of erupt out. And a beautiful female, appears to be like a wood elf. Red hair, green eyes, comes out. Flowing orange dress. Steps through this light.
Did she say in the circle?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Diana. You called. This is rather sudden. Yes, my lady. I have found the one that we are looking for, but he refuses to come. He has to have questions. He's not very obedient. I understand. And you are all three of you? She looks for
I introduce
names.
myself. I say I'm Ash Excaligo, priest of Cross.
I'll step forward and bow as one would. The name is Yajiro. I belong to that town that you sent your knight to.
Mm-hmm. And the other?
I'll step forward and say I'm Tyros Roanoke. Spent my life in these woods, and I'm really just trying to find my friend.
I see. So, Ash, I take it you're the one with the background we were questioning?
That seems to be the case indeed. She was looking for someone with a background connected to the mists, and my mother came through the mists and came to this town where she had me. It's the closest thing we could figure.
Gosh, you're giving a lot of information away without actually getting any answers yet.
It's quite alright. I like to be very fruitful with information back and forth. It helps bring forth knowledge and learning. I speak often...
I'm treating the lady with honor.
So, your mother, do you know much more about her reasoning through stepping through this mist? Or she was in contact when she had you?
So, the story she's told, and she hasn't told much of the stories to me, is that she was traveling in the she was traveling from Kazgaroth to Harlock's Hold when her caravan was attacked by orc, and she escaped into the mists and asked Nyx to guide her to safety, and she was in Wellshire. It's a simple. Thankfully, Nyx answered her prayer.
Nyx is the deities here, correct?
Nyx is the goddess of the mists.
Ah, yes, the mist. So you're part of the Shadowfell here. The Queen Titania is worried about this location. And I believe you could be important to Diana's father.
Why would Queen Titania be concerned about here?
Are you familiar with your land that you live in? I have done some research on it. There's been some events that we've had to be gathering on. But, yeah, I guess it's the more important part. How much of your own history do you know of things here?
Ben, how much do I know of the island and all
you're
that?
You're a veteran player. How much do you think Ash would have been taught?
With Arcana and history, I think he would know that this is the land of the Dark Lady, and that she is controlled and controls it. I guess that would probably be the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, if you think your mother would have pushed it, and especially with the religious part, you know, Cross is ever watchful. You had a lot of the other religions around you, and you
yeah, I think get a lot of that out of religion more than what maybe my mother would have told me about things.
So astute-wise, so a lot of those ancient lore names could be very important to you, but how much you think resonated with Ash, that's up to you to interpret in your background.
In Ash's backstory, I wrote that he longed to, always hung on the words of the tales of the ancient heroes and the Greystokes and all those other names.
Okay.
So he would know the history and the folklore assigned to it. Knowing Azarian is a big bad. Knowing Silk is bad, but controlled and stuff. I mean, I don't want to know it all because... So I'd explain to her those things, that those are the things I know.
There is... I have contact once in a while through other parts. There are many realms. Are you aware of things called the multiverse? That terminology, that.
Multiverse, like as in other planes of existence?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that. The gods live on different planes, they're different prime material planes, I understand that.
Your goddess of this land is trying to do something similar on another god of his land is trying to do. And those of noble blood that have this lineage may have an effect to it.
Okay.
My knowledge is mostly to the land. I came for Diana's sake, but to really come back to the court, more of this lineage could be explained by someone who has actually been a student of the study of what the events are happening. Our Lady Hestus of the Spring Court has had more involvement to this.
I don't understand what that has to do with me, though.
We believe that you could be linked to this. There's been... I know my queen has been looking for anyone that might have Greystoke blood.
How could I have Greystoke blood? There haven't been Greystokes for what are we talking about, hundreds of years?
Yes.
So there's been no Greystoke for hundreds of years. I couldn't have Greystoke blood.
That's not entirely true. Diana comes from stock that just happened to become Greystoke blood, especially when you talk about the power that we have as the Fae.
On the topic of the Fae, based on folklore tales and tales of old, you guys can't be trusted.
That's true.
Can you elaborate?
Well, of course. We are part of fun, life, and pranksters. There are many things that we try to keep things in balance and check. We're not a force made to conquer realms. We are definitely here to help facilitate realms' growth and beliefs. We are the cycle of all things. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So each of those facets have its time in your mortal realms. So, yes, when you talk about new growth, that is why Lady Hestus has quite the knowledge on such thing as rebirth and restarts.
And retards?
Restarts.
Restarts.
Who is Lady Hestus?
She is the Lady of the Spring Court. We have 3 titles that are the important of the Fae. There's a queen. She rules that faction's side of the seasons. Like myself, I am part of summer. There is a lady, and she holds the power to much of the magical things that can happen in the realm. And then there's the knight, who enforces the will of the lands for the queen of their court. We just have a very dark one that is a danger to all 4 of our courts, and that is the Queen of Air and Darkness. Should she get involved, things here will get very dangerous indeed.
I mean, things here are already dangerous. You said that you're already aware of things that are happening in our realm, and your multiverse sounds marvelous. I'm sure there's spiders and hulking beasts and all that great stuff, but we're here, so we're worried about this place.
It's understandable. But
And I've sworn an oath to my deity to protect the people of Wellshire. I can't leave the people of Wellshire without their protector. No matter what your queen thinks, unfortunately, knowledge would be helpful. I mean,
yes.
if I'm in danger, then this place is in danger.
Well, then you're unwilling to leave, and I understand that. But the Fey powers here have also had little effect because of the way this realm has been constructed. But I will tell you this, as a compromise, since you don't want to leave and you need knowledge. If you were to make, within your town, a Fey circle of power, then perhaps more of our effects and influence can be seen and felt, and perhaps I could be able to convince Lady Hestus to be able to come through that veil. But since she is of spring, it is but a request. We are on the same side of the courts in terms of the Seelie, but sometimes they are difficult if things are dire in other situations.
So we could count on you for aid.
Well, that depends if you are followers. I don't think any of you are believers or willing to change their beliefs into the Fae. But it is known to be done by some.
Well, I would never stop believing in the Raven Queen and my task.
Understandable.
I would, if the Fey courts could see us through this, help see us through this dark zodiac and protect the town, I would submit to returning with you or anyone to the Summer Queen. But I can't leave while my town is under such dire threat.
Is that your pledge to me as the Fae Lady?
Pledges are bad with Fae, Ash.
I know.
All folktales say that.
But we are bounded by word. But favor to favor.
So long as the town is completely is seen completely through all of the Dark Zodiac, I will go see your Summer Queen. I may not swear allegiance to her, but I will go talk to her as she wishes, willingly. And I will swear that.
I will bind you to the words that we will, once the completion and the safety of the Black Zodiac to your town has been fulfilled, you are going to submit and come to the Queen, Titania of the Summer Court. That is correct?
I will do that, yeah.
And it is done.
I'm okay with that.
Diana, I think things have been fulfilled here. You may return. I will send a small contingent through Diana to help you.
That sounds reasonable.
Good. We have come to an accord.
Leave it to a priest.
Hey, I just got us some Fae help, okay?
I feel like you may have done more than that, though.
I don't know what I did, but I played it the way I think my character would play it.
Basically, Diana will go through the light, like a new light shows up. Lady Ventura retreats. Diana will go into the light.
As she leaves, I'll say to her, I hope to see you again.
No, you don't.
It's been a pleasure.
You will. As she comes back,
she comes right back.
I'm not come back. I'm sorry. Within moments, 2 Aladrin elves show up.
2?
2 males. At the moment. They go, Evendal Genthais, the other goes, Kater Ejeri. We are here for the moment. No, they speak in common. We are here to help lead the contingent. They are gathering, but we wanted to make sure that you knew that we would not abandon you within the circle.
Why is the little girl now leading the contingent?
Because she has other things to do. She is the knight.
Is she not more powerful than you?
She is very much more powerful than us. She was trained by Hephaestus Kendrick.
So, how do we get her back here?
Well, if we can determine the situation is that dire, we will notify Kyrian, and he will let know to Diana that the situation does indeed need the knight at service here.
We appreciate your service.
I think you're all gonna die, and you're gonna need her, but we'll see how it goes.
We are the Summer Vanguard. We are very well trained.
Ben, how are they armored?
They are again in very elven armor, and they appear like they look like they know what they're doing.
Okay.
And they look seasoned, like very seasoned.
They look like vets. They know what they're doing.
Yes.
Can I spar with one of you sometime? Maybe, if you're as seasoned as you seem, you could teach me something.
Training is very essential for all fighters, especially if it depends on the town. We would definitely spar with you, sir.
Much appreciated.
As the queen wills.
We're going to head back to town now, I assume?
We will.
All right.
Lead on.
I guess I will ask Tyros to lead on. He's the wilderness guy here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take up the rear because I'm not gonna turn my back to a fae.
All right.
So I'm going to lead us on, and as I lead, I'll ask the group, can we make a pit stop near the sort of the center of the farming area around town? I have something I've been working on. I'd like to try.
Okay.
It's not gonna... What are we talking about here?
I just want to help out with the farming and around town, maybe enhance the yield of the crops.
Oh, I think we can. I think you can go back and do that once we get back to town. That's not urgent.
That's what I mean. On my way, I'm just going to stop real quick, and you guys keep going, and I'll hang out there for the night.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Tyros doing Tyros things.
Yeah, doing druid stuff.
All right. Meanwhile, quickly go forward. Lady Carowin, you wake up from a huge hangover. So this will be day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would like to do? Or would you like to rest today?
She would probably, regretting every decision she's made in the last 24 hours, get dressed and try to pretend that she's fine. Find whatever passes for coffee in our world.
Okay.
Coffee.
Probably coffee.
And is probably for a little while going to be sitting at the table like this, blocking the sun coming in the windows, trying to eat some bread.
Okay. Is there anyone that you want to make contact with for this day, or you just kind of want to have things kind of play out?
Can you say that again?
Is there anything you guys want? Does Carol want to make contact with anyone before, or do you want to have events play out?
Actually, there's one thing I would like to do also. Not even gonna check to see if she's in range. Just using telepathy. I'm just gonna reach out, and if I'm not if I find Balin's mind, I'm just gonna go, you bitch.
Okay. Balin, are you close to the estate?
Not even a little.
Okay. So
Then it goes nowhere.
But deep in my soul, I feel it.
Balin, what did you want to do?
I wanted to go find Francois.
Okay.
Am I able to do that?
Yep.
So, I have a mini mission for me and you. And if it succeeds, I will get Carowin and give you a kiss on the cheek.
You're helping out romance, huh?
I like chaos. What can I say?
Yeah, that's very true.
So, I need us to do what we're good at and go steal some shit.
Okay.
And I don't know how we're gonna go about this, but like whatever the town is near us or
It sounds like we're going back to Breckinvale. That is where the trouble is.
whatever, is that the closest thing that would be to us?
It seems like it has some of our riches.
Okay. Well, we need to steal gold or diamonds of some kind. Are you willing to accept this mission?
But of course.
What I
Stealing
think.
gold, stealing money, stealing the lovely lady of Wellshire. This, Jean-Francois can do.
Fantastic.
Is it just going to be me and you this time, or do you want to bring the team? We're a very
It's
good
just
team.
No one else knows that we're gone.
It will be very dangerous.
Are you really that concerned?
I am not concerned for me. I am more concerned for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't. Don't worry about me.
It is kind of my job to worry about you. You know, I had to spill beans that we are society bulls. We're here for you. Keep you safe.
I appreciate the sentiment. We're good. Let's go.
There are many thieves in Breckinvale. This will be very hard.
Are you not a thief that is worthy of this?
Remember, I was moving around the town. I came and saved you, remember?
So then you should be willing to just want to go then.
I am.
There's a lot at stake for you if you succeed with this.
When a lovely woman such as yourself wants to take me away to a different town, I will go.
If that's what it takes, sure. Think that in your head. Keep that and ride with it.
There are many things in my head, Balin.
And they should stay there. But
I
let's go.
tried, but that priest, he said something, and then I just wanted to talk.
Whatever you're focusing on me, just drive it towards Carowin. And we will get this done.
Lady Balin, when you move, let us always focus on you.
I do a lot of squats. I get that. But we're needing to move on.
Let us go then.
Let us go.
All right, the two of you leave town. I got the whole party mess split up. All right, Mshali, what would you like to do? Your thing is up. We can't hear you again.
I actually don't know what to do because my parents are gone.
Yep.
Nobody has asked the questions because we discontinued questioning.
Yep.
So I don't really have any leads. I guess I am going to not stay in my father's house. I'm going to go out onto just outside and wander a little bit, and then I'm gonna meander and find myself at the seamstress's hut, basically.
Okay.
And I'm going to. How late is it right now? Oh, it's morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good day.
So I will. Of course, I'll go to the well, bring up a fresh bucket of water, and knock on her door, and then just wait to see if she answers.
Oh, come in, Mshali. I don't even know why you bother knocking.
It is polite.
Right, polite. You know I'm not undressed.
So he goes in. I brought water from your well.
Thank you. You put in that big pot over there. I'm brewing something wonderful.
So he adds the water. I am lost. and I'm not good at being lost.
You're at my house. You look pretty found to me.
I mean, in my thoughts.
Oh, those are awful things to happen to you, boy.
My parents are still gone. My friends have yet to question the people that might have information, the person that might have information. The numbers of the foxes are dwindled, and I don't know what I should be doing.
What are you looking for, boy? Vengeance?
That will not serve me. It won't help me find my parents.
No.
I need to have a way to find them.
You do? Well, what are you?
I'm a hunter.
So what are you doing in my shop, boy?
I was unable to find a lead. I couldn't find a trail. I only know the ones who might know where they are.
Where are they,
but I
boy?
don't have a trail to follow. That one is in a cell, guarded.
Where did you get that one?
We captured him in Breckinvale.
Oh, a different hen house. If I was a fox and going into a different hen house, might I find something?
So you think my parents might be there?
That's where you got your prey, didn't you?
Oh. My friends are busy.
You got lots of friends, boy. All around town.
I need to find my parents. If I can't do anything here, I must go do something there.
Yeah, if you're going to Breckinvale, you should take the Lark.
The Lark?
Yes, the one who tries to sing for his supper. He'll get you where you need to go.
Then I will find him. I'll take him with me.
But don't forget, you served with lots of friends too. Just because you got new ones in this new little trouble that you got yourself into, that's where your faith is going. That's where you feel comfortable. You forget what you're doing when you see her every time, I tell you. I don't know why you haven't pronounced yourself to her. You'd ease your mind a little.
Because she might say no.
Well, she might say yes. Someone said that. That's pretty weird. But if you think about it when you go about your hunting, right? When two lovers are out together, they're either compatible because they know, or they're not, and they move on to the next. It's part of survival. You know the woods the way they go. Do you want to know now, or do you wish to wait a lifetime before you know?
Every part of me wants to know now.
Mm-hmm. There's a certain part that definitely does, boy. That's a certain part that definitely does.
But I'm afraid that she will continue to put herself in harm's way, and if she pushes me away, I won't be there to help her.
But if she knows that she's breaking your heart by taking off, maybe she makes different choices.
Maybe. I'll find the bard. It looks like we're going to Breckinvale.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you should take this. And she gives you a chicken's foot.
Okay. I put it in a pouch that's on one of my shoulder straps, so it's up high.
Don't lose it.
And then I tuck that pouch deeper inside,
okay,
so it doesn't come loose or get loose.
Okay, and she straightens you up a bit. She fixes your collar, all that. Off you go.
Thank you. And he heads out to look for the bard.
All right. He's not hard to find. He's strumming his lute in front of the Wolf Pub.
Are you ready? Packed and ready?
So what?
We're on a mission
Where are we going?
to find my parents.
Just the two of us? Where?
Breckinvale?
We need more help.
Are you sure?
Yeah, at least the fiery witch, and maybe Yanjo if he's available. I don't know if you know this, but I get into trouble. And I'm not very good at getting out of that trouble.
I won't let you get hurt.
I don't know, those dogs were pretty scary the last time we were there.
We'll have meat. But you're not wrong. We should get the witch.
Yeah.
So
Do you know where she's staying?
You know she's in the tavern.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, we'll get the witch and we'll ask you, Jiro.
Okay.
You know Yujiro left. Rumor has it he took off with that young girl, the priest, and the elf druid.
Benny was like splitting the party. That's what I'm seeing here.
Time to kill some people.
Well, if we don't have them, then we should get going.
All right, let's. Should we tell anybody we're going, or why? Do you want to tell anybody where we're going?
I say we tell Thulsa.
Okay, so that means getting her, or heading back to the manor, and then heading out, right?
Let's talk to Thulsa before we get her. That way, we don't end up with a conversation that we get entangled in for too long.
Okay, well, I gotta grab some things if we're going to see Thulsa. So I gotta go to my room and grab some things, and then we'll go to talk to Thulsa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you grab your things. Within moments, you go to the prison cell to go talk to Thulsa.
All right.
Thulsa, you have company again.
Good day, gents.
Captain,
Hi.
I think I might have an idea where my parents are. But if I could, I'd like to ask the prisoner a question first.
I don't have a problem with that. You brought him here, so.
I will go in to see Winston.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at him and say, we have never been friends. We will never be friends. I would hope that my words have sway with your mind right now. You know the fate that befell your father. I do not know the fate that has befallen mine. And I believe you either know, or know who has them, or know who had them.
Benny, I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on Junior.
Oh, smooth.
I want to know where they are.
What is the save?
14.
Wisdom or
Wisdom.
He's playing tough. You have a feeling though, he does know. He goes, knowledge has great power, friends. Maybe I do know. My fate and yours of our parents.
Again, we are not friends. If you know who has them, or where they are being taken, or their fate, now is the opportunity to tell me. If I find them on my own, my use for you will become less. And the less I have use for you, the more dangerous your situation becomes.
If I tell you what happened to your parents, you need to grant me immunity to all this and let me go.
I have not that power,
Then I have
and I
no
would not
answers
make
for
that
you.
promise.
Captain does.
Captain, am I correct that he has admitted he knows what has happened to citizens of this town and the fate that may have befallen them, and he's withholding that information?
Technically. All
And
he's done
because-
is provided you a hint that he does, which could be false.
I can confirm that he knows what happened to his parents.
And given that, and the fact that my father was an official part of this city's protection, would that not be some form of treason?
You're already trying me as if I was. Whatever farce you're trying to fish for now ain't making a lick of difference here.
If I find that this town comes to harm because what you've done to my father, I will make sure you pay as an enemy of this city.
And you detect that he had that giggle link that he knows there's harm happening to the town.
Yeah, Shelley, he knows. And he knows that they're being tortured. Or at least something's happening to them.
Captain? Do you want me to leave right now? Or are you giving me leave to make sure he tells me?
Technically, I can't do either. But
You better back up, M. Shelley. I'm your leverage with Breckinvale. You don't want to push this.
leverage, yeah. Junior, you're way overstating your importance.
No, I'm not.
Oh, absolutely. You think the order's going to come for you? Well, let me tell you, there ain't no order in that order.
More than you know. More than this town, Captain.
What, your father telling you stories about it? Not like you ever got involved in.
No, but after, they told me some things I need to know.
What did they tell you?
Like you're so important to their plans that they couldn't possibly do them without you, and it's a good thing your father's out of the way now because you can take his place.
And you feel that that's what he believes.
And what did you have to do for them to get this position?
Would you like to know more, M. Shelley?
Well, really, all you had to do for them was fall for their lies.
There were no lies.
What did they promise you when you had Thomas taken away?
I don't have to answer to you, M. Shelley. You're just a stupid scout.
I am telling you. What did they promise you? What have they failed to deliver? Because you're here with me, and they are not.
He turns his back on you in the cell. Stops looking at you.
I draw my bow and I shoot his leg.
Well, a couple of guards quickly grab you. He goes down in pain, bleeding. And they cuff you.
I will know.
And Charlie?
I need the cleric!
I'm afraid I'm going to have to detain you on that one. Of course, I only got the one cell, so boys, put him in.
What? He just shot me!
Yeah, it broke the law.
That's what the captain said. And they throw you in the cell without your bows or weapons.
Okay.
He kind of saunters up to the side of the wall.
And,
would you care for me to bind that wound?
Fuck you, Charlie.
No, him, Charlie.
I can help him.
No, him, Charlie.
It's going to
Boys,
fester.
I
That
need
wasn't
you
the cleanest arrow in my quiver.
I need you to run, one of you to run over to the temple and ask Michelle to come over and tend to Junior's scratch.
Yes, Captain.
I can help him. But the arrow's got to come out first.
No, you
I'll
keep
get that.
You keep that prick away.
I pop the arrow right out of his leg.
All right. He tries to nail you in the throat, but he's in pain, and you kind of like just enough block it.
Arrow's out.
Okay.
Since they only took my weapons, I'll actually take some kind of wrapping because I actually do have some skill with medicine,
Okay.
and I will actually tend to the wound.
Okay. He's looking at you like hate.
I'm sure he will. And once the bandage is on and he's secured, I will squeeze it just to make sure it's tight. And I will look in his eyes. I think the bandage is on correctly. Are you sure you don't have information for me?
Roll intimidation. At advantage.
Natty 20, baby.
Oh shit.
22.
He pees down his leg. And he goes, Charles said he took your parents to Ashton City. They were more valuable, and to the defense of the city. So they were preparing something with a fucking Devil's 8 at Ashton City.
I strongly recommend that when the cleric that was called comes, you ask for a paper and quill and confess your crimes. I have no problem being incarcerated with you again.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sure.
And then I'm angry. And I will go to the other end of the cell and I'll wait until such time as the captain actually says you're free to go.
Okay.
And I will stare at him with death's hatred.
Cool.
The entire time.
Well, Ian, your trip just got canceled.
Yeah, no, I noticed. I'm gonna turn to the captain and go, do you want me to heal Junior's leg? Like, I can do it.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, it looked like Vintrelli got him pretty good. By the way, here's a bag. It's got some stuff for the town guard that you might be able to use better than I could. I got it out of the basilisk.
You got it out of the basilisk?
Yeah, it was left after I burned it.
By gizzards?
No, it's a set of horseshoes and a lantern.
You cleaned them, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, all the horse riders have been taken off, and so we'll.
Well, if you have somebody who can use a horse, these horseshoes can make him go faster. And the lantern makes things that you can't see so you can see them.
That's kind of how lanterns work.
No, like invisible things.
Sorry, that was too funny.
No, it's horseshoes of speed and a lantern of revealing.
Do you use it?
Did I use it?
Do you show him? Like turn it on and say, look, let's
I
allow it.
don't have any oil on me to show him how it works.
There's oil in the room.
Oh, sure, I'll put some oil in it and light the lantern and just shine it around the room. Do we see anything invisible?
What are all three of your passive perceptions?
23.
Your
Passive
passive
perception
23.
16.
Mine's shit, so I don't know.
Okay. And Shelly, what was yours?
23.
Mine's 11.
As he's like, as Ian goes like, look, it does all this stuff like that, and instantly around Winston Jr.'s neck is a blackish, like, it's like a, it's not black, it's like a neon bluish spider that goes right up the side of his face to the part of his neck.
I will. Shit. And they took all my weapons?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance I had one hidden that they didn't find?
You have the arrow that you shot.
I will take that arrow and I will, with my hand, drive that spider off his shoulder.
No. It's a tattoo.
Oh, it's a tattoo.
Like, you see a tattoo
okay.
that would not reveal itself.
I like the idea. Drive it off his face.
I thought he had an invisible spider
No,
about
sorry.
to bite his neck.
No.
I'm thinking Babylon 5 in the freaking
This
shadows.
this
and I'm like,
is a
fuck,
mark.
I'm in.
This is like an invisible mark tattoo that has now shown itself.
Well, Winston, it seems you have some explaining to do about your tattoo.
He's
You are
confused a
marked.
bit, Ian.
You're marked by evil. It's on you. You're not getting out of this, whatever trial is passed.
Do I recognize that tattoo, Benny?
There's possibility. Give me a history check. It's gonna be a high DC though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. No, 21.
Okay, maybe you do. The Society of Oaths have taught you that Ashton City marks their assassins. You're pretty sure that this is linked to a drow house in Ashton City. And now this confirms where you now would probably follow the breadcrumbs, that your enemy is possibly this city. And this is an agent of, that's an agent of them.
So he's an agent of Ashton City.
And that's where we'll end it.
Oh,
Hey, the lazy bard did something.
I am gonna kill this motherfucker. Maybe not right away, but pretty soon.
I am gonna have to probably set, unfortunately, I know this may be a complication to other, but it looks like it's gonna have to be the September 24th because of other commitments going on. And because we're all kind of split up in here and there, if you cannot make it, I will completely understand. But we will try to do the best we can to get as a group, because I have other events kind of, or other things that are happening. I have other, the streams of Spero will be going on one day, and that doesn't leave a lot of time for the others. And I have to work one day.
What day did you say, Ben?
September 24th.
That works for me.
At what time? Because you have streams on September 24th.
I thought we chose the 17th.
I have the 24th on my...
Yeah, no. Several of us weren't available the 17th.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what we wrote. Then it's going to have to be the 17th then. Oh, yeah, you're right, guys. I'm sorry. So the 17th would be the day then. For Old Ways.
Okay.
I probably won't be around.
Okay.
I probably won't be either.
Is that one more person that can as well?
I will. I am.
I can make it.
I'll be available. I'll just be probably late.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can't say anything because I don't know what my schedule will be yet. I haven't started my new job yet, so.
All right. Well then, because otherwise it'll really be a skip to October. But with 2 people missing, would still be 6 players. That would still be all right with some things going on, and we have a couple plot threads moving about. So if you can't make it, just kind of give me an indication what's going on. I will try to play out your best of your character, and then we'll move forward from there. So I will see everyone for Old Ways on the 17th. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
All right.
All right.